slideshow of like all the different holds and steads and stuff,
Studs and stuff.
and it's and like character pictures and it's just
And
panning
stuff
through
and
that.
things.
Yeah.
And things. And stuff and things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as this must be said at the beginning of every session, we's all gonna die!
I'm not gonna die. I refuse.
Alright, so I guess I'll play the loose approximation of Cedric for the time being.
You're just gonna kind of awkward giggle on the regs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sound really sad all the time, and
Oh man.
and like nobody's ever loved me in my life.
You're right.
Oh man.
Oh man, did I do that? I'm sorry, guys. You can't call me anything my dad hasn't already, though.
That's like what my parents say. Don't apologize. Just stop doing it.
My parents made me fucking apologize and stop doing it.
Both.
Yeah.
Well, Canes would do that and then probably hit him with something. I don't know. Alright, so we left off and it was going on about what, 9 o'clock at night, and you guys just hit you guys had just come up to Roomstead, which if you guys pan down to the actual like reference photos on the bottom for what it looks like, Roomstead is arguably the least defended and least defensible. It just relies on the remoteness of its location for its defense. It's very snowy. The climate's much colder. It's probably about another 3,000 feet higher in elevation over Havensholt. There's a lake that is usually iced over most of the time. There's still some ice on the shore where a glacier from the Cirque has kind of fed into the lake. And you guys know that this lake eventually goes downstream over some cataracts and waterfalls, forms a river that's on one side of the Werrick Marsh before it just kind of peters out into the grassland. It looks pretty much like it is there. It's just row upon row of wooden houses. You guys know this is the financial backing of the holds, and it's got a gentrifying population. There's not very many young people here.
Great.
And so, yeah, you guys come up along one of the shores, and everybody having sucked the living hell out of their constitution and stamina rolls, you guys barely make it here. Jethro, give me a heal check.
You're gonna start this up bad, aren't you?
I'm just going to tell you Yama's condition if you can figure it out.
Man, fucking Yama. I'm so sick of him.
Oh, yeah. Be an 8.
Well, it's also your guys' survival. Alright, you know Yama's probably got about... He had about 2 hours left in him. You don't think you're going to get him to Havensholt. He's convulsing, ejecting all contents from his digestive tract. It's not a pleasant way to carry.
My knowledge of healing or whatever, what are these like the symptoms of? Have I seen symptoms similar to this before, or am I just going, oh my god, he's
Syphilitic fever.
It's you know that eating the wrong fucking food around here can make you just seize up like that.
Okay, so it's probably
not usually as intense, especially not for a man that's in his prime. Usually it's like small kids. If they eat the wrong mushroom, small kids will get like this, but usually not a grown man in his prime.
So I'm going to assume, out of character, something like, bad, like, food poisoning?
That would be a fairly astute observation.
Okay.
Because you've only seen him eat his hardtack and those berries that he gathered on the side of the road before.
And because of that, I'm going to assume it's part of his affliction.
Possibly.
The affliction of magic.
Possibly. He's been out of it ever since he finished casting the spells. Who's to say this isn't really part of it?
Yeah, I'm going... Oh, I can't say or I can assume.
Hold on a second.
I'm assuming it's the magic.
Yeah, that's just as logical as anything else you've fucking seen lately, because everything's
Well.
been so batshit insane.
Right.
I shot butterflies out of my fingers.
Yeah, and he's vomiting, so I mean,
I'd rather be vomiting.
well, I'm sure Cedric would be more than happy to try and cast a spell, proc a primal magic event, and we could probably get you vomiting, if vomiting is what you'd prefer. I would prefer to shoot butterflies out of my fingers.
See,
All right.
vomiting's normal. Vomiting's something that
Butterfinger.
I could literally just stick my fingers down your throat to make you vomit.
What I'm saying, if you guys would stop for a minute, is that vomiting is normal. Vomiting's something I can deal with. Shooting butterflies out of my hands, not normal. Kind of fucked up.
Not something I'm emotionally prepared to do.
No.
Right.
Not
But
at
I'm
all.
gonna keep high stepping it,
Mhm.
carrying them friggin' fireman carry style.
Yeah, you know he ate some of those berries on the side of the road. Perhaps he didn't necessarily pick the right ones.
Why would he do that?
Because if you have free food in front of you and save the rest of the rations for later, that's what you do.
But at the same time, I'm going to assume the guy's not stupid and probably has some idea.
Right.
You
So
would
I'm
think-
going to assume either foul play or magic, but because I can't think of anything foul playish, I'm assuming it's the damn magic.
All
He
right.
said someone tampered with the spells, so I'm going to assume
Couldn't that mean
it's
somebody
something to do
tampered with his food, too?
It could
You
be,
guys
but I'm-
already know for fact that the Skinwalker, before it swapped with Cedric, tampered with the spells,
Yeah.
and that's what put him out like the way he was. And you guys had to lay over that whole extra
I
day.
guess they could. I guess he could have just as easily fucked with his food too. We didn't check that. Whatevs.
Yeah.
Moving on.
And then you guys fucking booked it all the way down here in a day.
Yeah, I'm high stepping.
Moses, how do I get the SoundCloud downloads? Oh, never mind. I figured it out. Ignore me.
All right. So you guys are coming in along.
Does it work the same way on SyncFile though? You just copy the link and
Yes.
stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Thank
it's
you.
not. Let's do this.
Curious.
Oh.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, yeah.
Moses, since you have your Skype picture as a
Hey,
dog
guys,
now, every time Cora barks and it lights up. It's funny. What's my
Guys, are
Skype
you there?
picture anyway? Yep. Is
Okay.
the picture of me with that weird grimace on my face?
Yes.
Alright. So you guys are coming down along the northwestern coast of the lake up to Roomstead. It's 9 o'clock at night. You guys see like one or two torches walking around in the village. No, like not fast at all. A lot of lights on, a lot of smoke pouring out of chimneys. The weather is 6. It's clear skies, slight breeze, but it is freezing.
We
The
need
wind chill
shelter.
is about 28 degrees.
Shelter.
You guys can't overnight, like out in the wilderness.
That's funny because I'm running right the hell in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So is that what you're doing then? You
God,
guys
it's
are
so
just
loud, it's so loud.
you guys just power training right into the middle of Roomstead.
Yeah, man. I'll be like, I'll yell something along the lines of whatever the holds members notice scream of, "Oh fuck, guys, game over, man. It's an emergency." I'll say
We
all
need
the
a healer.
Excuse
I'll
me.
say the appropriate passwords.
The appropriate passwords.
I don't know.
All right. Well, there's no gate or wall. Like you guys just walk into it.
Okay,
What
great.
kind of bullshit hold is this?
You know for a fact it's a very bullshit hold. Not very many people have super high opinion of Roomsteadians. They view them as cheap, not wanting to contribute to the valley as a whole. But you know that nobody
Yet they
really
have all the money.
fucks with them because they could probably hire more mercenaries than the rest of the valley combined.
Fair enough.
Nobody attacks them because it's way out there, and the wildlife in this area isn't actually all that dangerous.
Cool.
All right.
I'm gonna handle it.
So you guys walk, you go power training right in, and you're gonna, you guys like,
Show it here.
Yeah, you guys are just running in screaming you need a healer?
Yes.
Yeah, need heals.
Alright, so you come running in shouting, and you're gonna hear the commotion. Like an old lady kind of opens up the second floor window and looks out, and she's gonna like go in, and you're gonna hear like calling out to her husband, and her husband's gonna poke his head out, and they're gonna like close the window. Some other
Fuck.
people like opening up their doors, and finally, one like you actually see a kid. He's about 12, goes booking it off to another actually rather large wooden structure, bangs on the door. Someone opens it, and a gentleman of 50 years old comes out, and he's throwing on a coat as he hustles over to you. He's tall, pretty frail, certainly not in as good physical condition as anybody else's age you've seen. Um, and he's wearing a really, really, really thick wool cloak that goes like all the way down. Nice, very elaborate clothing. Certainly looks very warm, and he's got he looks like what's his name? Saul from Battlestar Galactica.
I don't know who
Gotcha.
that is.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll link you a reference image.
Can I not yet?
Yeah, that's not Saul. That is. Yeah. All right. Ah, balls, stupid Google.
Oh my god, it's so long.
Whoa, Roll20 looks different.
Yeah, it does.
Mhm.
How many
Alright.
hours have you played?
On Roll20?
Yeah,
Let me look. I'm just signing in.
Yeah, it tells you before you
we're
click
having a
into
competition.
Yeah, Moses is winning.
Well, I've also left it signed in sometimes while I was working on maps, so I don't know if I'm going to count, but let's see what it gives me.
That guy has a
I've
great face.
played 2,988 hours.
Ah!
Get
Wow.
wrecked, Moses.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've left it on overnight while making maps before, so.
Okay.
That's fine. Cool.
Alright, so.
Wow, this is
Artificially
all.
inflated.
If I had used that excuse, Leah would have just ignored it.
Anyway, so you guys, he comes running up, and he's gonna come look, and he's gonna say, like, you guys look kind of beat, tired, worn out. You're carrying a dude. You've got like vomit kind of all over the front of your armor, Kane, from where he's just upchucked on you.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it, but
Yeah.
you just kind of let it go.
He's
Glad
gonna
you're
come
carrying
run.
him.
He's gonna come kind of like running up, and he's gonna be like, "Friends, who are you?"
I'll name myself as Jethro of Air and say this is the court wizard Yama. He's showing all the symptoms of poisoning, but I have no idea where the hell that happened. Just that.
We were on our way to break the ice dam like we do every year,
Yeah.
but things got out of hand and we're the only ones left.
He's gonna like kind of give you guys like a really curious kind of puzzled look that Garrison's not doing it, and he's gonna say, "Oh Yama, like that. He's a ferocious little guy he is. I'm sure he'll pull through. Come, let's get you to the healer." And he's gonna kind of lead the way. He's actually gonna take you kind of like back to his house. It's huge. It's probably got like 12 rooms, 2 kitchens. It's
What
part
the
of
hell,
this.
damn guy?
Yeah,
God, only 2 kitchens for 12 rooms? What kind of shack is this?
yeah. It looks what originally looked like 10 people's
There's
houses.
only like 4
built-
slaves in there.
Ugh, this is awful.
he running water. God,
I cannot stay here. I will not tolerate this.
electricity. Jeez. So you go in there, and it's very, very, very well adorned, and everything like that. This guy's easily got probably the nicest house outside of the Lord of the Valley himself. So he takes you in there, and he kind of takes you into like a parlor, parlor number 2, and he bids you like get him laid down, get him comfortable, and he's gonna like walk around the corner, and you're gonna hear him barking some orders at a bunch of people in the in the sub kitchen, and you're gonna hear a loud scurry. You're gonna hear the fire getting stoked, some water getting poured, and he's gonna come out, and there's gonna be a lady that looks about his age. She looks kind of like Martha Washington, and she's gonna come out and be like, "Oh, that poor baby," and like she's talking about Yama, and she's gonna she's gonna like come over and start like like cleaning him up, wiping his face down with a rag and everything. She's gonna like some other older ladies are gonna come over. Like it looks like you guys showed up mid tea party.
Are these
Mid tea party?
So are these just people who are here, or are they actually the healers?
No. These just appear to be people who are just hanging out at his house.
Did you say
Okay.
tea party?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're having tea and scones.
Are
in the
there
next room.
fancy hats?
No, but their dress
Aw.
totally looks
Where'd this come from?
non-practical compared to the normal farming stead like wear and attire that most people do. Jethro, for you, this is just like absurdly luxurious and
This
almost
is a fucking
wasteful.
abomination.
Yeah, this is wasteful in your eyes. And they are concerned, but they're not like freaking out. So these ladies are
Now,
kind of like,
can I run some kind of perception, because this shit's very.
Can we get the healer in here, please?
Healer.
and
heals.
he's gonna say, "Calm, friends. The healer's on his way."
This guy's a. You know what? No. I'm gonna grab him by the collar.
All right.
But I get to keep the starting fight.
Why are you so fucking calm?
As you say calmly to his face,
No, I'm gonna yell it.
and he's gonna like look at you, and he's gonna, as you just kind of like hoist him.
Wait, so who is this guy again? Is he supposed to be like the leader of the thing?
You guys didn't even fucking ask.
But what did he dress? Is like dressed differently than anybody else?
I'll ask him who the hell.
everybody's-
Who the hell is he?
So this man's gonna bring you into his home, and you're just gonna like throttle him, asking who
I
he
mean,
is.
I'm saying I got
No,
yelled at the other place,
Okay, you're.
and I didn't even put hands on nobody, and you rolled up in here and jacked this dude up. Okay,
in his
That's
house.
shit right there. Okay, I'd appreciate that. I'd
If you let me continue explaining.
appreciate it.
See, the thing is, I'm not yelling at him like you did that.
You just walked up in this dude's house after he let you in with your dead friend and jacked his shit up. That's worse than what I did.
So.
I ain't lay hands on nobody.
All right,
My
but
speakers
Jethro
are
does it.
too loud.
Yeah,
No, that's
Yeah.
just me.
Leah's
That's
like
all.
yelling to the point the
Yeah.
microphone's distorting.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm mad about this shit, okay?
All right,
Anyway.
so Jethro, yes. What are you
I'm
doing?
going to kind of get him. I'm going to grab him by the collar. I'm not going to like jack his ass up, as Leah was so aptly trying to say. And I'm going to ask him, why are we so calm? Where's the healer? And I'm just kind of. It's not a manner of me like trying to threaten the guy. It's I'm kind of halfway panicking, kind of thing. I'm freaking out because I now have half of a chance to go to halfway breathe. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I've half of a chance to breathe, and I haven't, and now it's starting to hit me, and I'm kind of having a bit of a breakdown.
I am concerned that they aren't making a very big deal out of this. When
Yeah,
it is
that's
clearly a
kinda
very
my
big
thing.
deal.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you guys have only like seen a bunch of like housewives, like they're fucking like making him comfy. They're like stripping him out of his
Oh.
nasty ass stuff. They're wiping him down. There's like
My
3
bad.
women attending.
Okay,
to him
I'm
right
sorry if I realized that I wouldn't have done all that. I
Now. Yeah,
apologize.
he came like
sorry.
he told them they dropped everything they were doing. He invited you into his house. He's got the guy laid out in his parlor. Didn't even ask questions, and just started like there's 3
I'm
ladies
sorry.
doing it, and he's gonna look at you and be like, "Calm, friend. You cannot rush the best healer in the land." And he's gonna say the boy, and you're gonna presume that he mentioned to the younger lad, is fetching her right now.
I'll apologize and kind of halfway explain it away as it's been a very rough couple days.
he's gonna actually kind of put his like hand on your shoulder, and he's like actually kind of be like pretty heartfelt and sincere. He's gonna be like, I understand having to do that duty is never easy. I never did it myself, but I see plenty of men paying the price. He says, your friend will be in good hands. You are welcome here, Jethro Bear. And he's gonna say, let me introduce my wife. I'm just gonna call her Martha. Because any old
Sounds
sweet
good.
old pudgy lady who has tea parties in Terrellins is named Martha.
All of it's like Officer Jenny in Pokemon.
Yeah,
All the police officers are Jenny.
yeah, it's
All the-
Martha. It's Martha, Bertha, and Betty, and they're the Crocker sisters.
Okay.
And he's gonna say, this is my wife Martha. This is her sisters Betty and Bertha.
I'll do a
How
cursory
could you?
bow. I'll do a cursory bow and thank them.
He's gonna say, hold on, I'm gonna need a name for this guy. I don't want
I'm
you
kinda
guys to choose.
I'm being kind of squirrely in the background, like just hiding away from all this crazy high noble stuff. And
Oh yeah,
just-
you're wrapped
yeah.
up like a mummy, aren't you? Right?
No.
oh yeah, wrapped up like a mummy, and probably not straying too far from the wizard, because all this is my fault, and I feel terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
His
man.
name is Norden.
Does his
Gordon.
voice still sound the same?
I feel terrible.
Oh yeah, you totally have a skinwalker body, and they haven't really looked at you yet. Oh boy, that's gonna be bad.
No, I will. I am going to realize this and make an effort to kind of like put him out of the limelight. So I kind of drag him away from the wizard, because if he's close to the wizard, the women are going to more likely to see him.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
step
kind of
outside.
gently guide him, and I'll guide him out the door to kind of give him their breathing room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nod
Ian Whiston
to
and all them.
I'll nod to Jethro, and I say and tell Jethro, you go take care of Yama. I'll make sure nobody gets a good look at our friend here.
All right, that sounds good.
Cedric,
Bella.
we're gonna wait outside. You
Okay, I guess we can do that.
Did you have you ever smoked before?
What? What's that?
You're gonna start
I-
hurting your voice for real
yeah,
in a minute.
that's gonna hurt my throat really
Yeah, you
bad.
stop-
I'll
you just
try.
sound
Too
like-
late. I demand you do it all the time now.
That's my O voice.
Oh, by the way, actually, I meant to do this whenever we were all here. I've been re-looking over some of the rules, and I came across hero points, and
Oh,
they're
yeah,
very
yeah.
similar to fate points in 40K, and that they can be rewarded for, good role play, heroic deeds, and milestones in the chapters.
Yeah.
But they can be used for, like re-rolling, +8 circumstance like luck bonuses. And oddly enough, you can use not like burn, because you don't like have a threshold that you regain. You just have a number of them. You start at 3, and you earn them back after you use them, but you can expend 2 to cheat death.
Mm.
Now, I kind of want the campaign to be visceral and lethal, but I kind of want to pitch this as an idea that I'm totally open to all the rules of hero points, with the exception that you can only cheat death once per chapter.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Once per chapter.
Yeah, once per chapter.
I can live with that.
Are we still in
that's-
chapter
that's
1, or
fine.
are we still or in the prologue?
No, you guys, whenever you guys got back from this trip was supposed to be the end of the prologue and the start of the grand adventure, but you guys kind of got mixed in the shit, so you're like 2 sessions into the grand adventure already.
Chapter 1. Shit happens.
No, we discussed this earlier, Jake. There's some kind. Is there going to be like we talked about, like ramifications for cheating death?
Yeah, cheating death is not going to be very favorable to you guys. Basically, all it's really going to let you do is keep same personality. Your guys, like, if you die and you cheat death, you will have some kind of permanent thing because of that. Like, you know,
You get your arm torn off or
Hold on
something.
one second.
yeah, well, it'd be
I'm
more
probably
like
getting.
Jethro's
There's a
hand
roommate
gets.
interview, so I gotta step away for a second. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
You're good.
But it'd be more like a like if Jethro did it, cheated death, came back, his main blacksmithy hand would be mangled. Not to the point where he couldn't do it, but to the point where he can't do the fine intricacies of blacksmithy anymore. You
Okay.
know, but he could still, like, you know, it wouldn't affect him any other way other than
It's
a
like a
roleplay
severe
way.
consequence in Fate where it like changes your character permanently and
Yeah.
aspect of your character.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
like nothing mechanics wise, but story wise, pretty substantial.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like Whiston would wake up and all of his green hair would be like burnt off, and he just can't regrow his hair or something. You know, something that's pretty significant to the character. You know, Cedric would be missing a part of his tongue, so he can't cast spells with verbal components, and so you know have to learn a way around that and things like that. You know, Katya
Yeah.
would wake up and have her ears docked so she looks like a human.
That's so rude. Why would you do that? My ears
Oh,
are
nice.
beautiful.
Mhm. So that's really that'd be kind of like it. But you guys are alive when
All right.
otherwise you wouldn't have been.
So how many hero points do we have now?
Everybody starts with 3.
Okay, cool. That would have been great during this con rolls last session.
Yeah, if you wanted to use hero points on them, you guys got to where you wanted to go anyway.
Yeah, we're good. All right.
I mean, there's a few rolls that hero points would have definitely fucking changed.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
everybody all in favor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good.
All right. And that's what we're doing.
Cool. All right.
So he's
moving
going to
on.
introduce himself as Norden Room. He is the patriarch of Roomstead. Or as he lovingly introduces himself, he is the room's father.
The room's father.
Yeah. Which is a bit outside of the normal way that people refer to each other.
A bit. Fucking
Yeah.
weirdos.
You can kind of tell he's a little full of himself, but I mean, he's living the life of luxury. So, like, especially as far as anybody else in this valley is concerned,
I just snort when he says room's father. I just go.
he's
That's
used
it.
to it. Like, you
Yeah.
are not going to treat him worse than anybody else. Like any of the other
god-awful.
any other stead leaders are in this valley.
I mean, of course not. It's not I'm gonna walk into his house after he's offered to help us and jack his shit up. Gosh, that's so rude.
Yeah, well, he decided not to end up doing that. But he also has the economics of the valley by the balls, so that's common fact.
Good for him.
Hmm.
Cool.
So he's doing that, and after about, so you guys try and usher Cedric out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes,
hang out front with Cedric. And
So when you guys are just piling, you're just gonna clap a hand on his shoulder and pull him back.
Yeah. We're gonna stand outside, just like near the doorway, so we can hear what's going on. And he and I are going to.
Yeah, pull Katya out there as well. They
I'm gonna pull out a little flask of pepper vodka and roll up a
You rolling up some weed, dog. It's
no, I
fine.
don't have weed.
I do. I'd like to know if that's the case. Can
Yeah,
I just have some
That's
in my
not-
masterwork survival kit?
That's not
No.
a survival thing.
Yes, it is.
No, I'll just have some tobacco. And so we're gonna teach Cedric some vices while we wait.
But I'll
Cedric's gonna squirrelishly be like, okay, but you can totally twist his leg into doing it.
Yeah.
If there's anything Cedric's susceptible to, it's peer pressure.
Yeah, I give him the flask of pepper vodka. It's like, all right, this will keep you warm, bud. We're gonna just sit here and drink and hope everything works out because I think between the three of us, we can't really contribute to this situation anymore.
yeah, and I'll just kind of stay there and kind of watch over. I'll let them stand outside.
All right. So Norden's gonna look at you, Jethro, and he's gonna say, "You and your friends are welcome in my abode. You can stay here until Yama has recuperated and make the trip back to Haven.
I'll ask him if there's an inn by any chance in Roomstead.
Yes, and you're standing in it.
Oh, that makes sense then. He
So
got.
now that's why there's 12 rooms. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I will thank him for his hospitality and say, what is the going rate?
For the son of air, for one of the sons of air, it's free. Let me do this as a service to the valley that I've never assisted with this before. And he's gonna
What?
mention over to Yama and the ice bridge. He said he's never made the trip. You can tell this guy's almost never done anything dangerous in his life.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem like a douchebag like your average rich person either. Damn it. Yet. All right. Anyway, I'll kind of nod to him and thank him for it and said, arrangements can be made to thank you for your work.
He's gonna say, so they can, and he's gonna have a sly smile on his face. And he's gonna say,
I know how this works.
yeah. Yeah, he's fucking putting you guys up, and he's not asking for anything up front. So
I got
Jethro
him.
totally knows how this works.
Yeah, and I'll give him the shit-eating smirk that doesn't actually touch my eyes because I'm fucking panicking on the inside.
It's the heh 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 heh. No,
Well,
it's the old boy smirk.
I'm letting him.
Oh boys.
I just want him to know that I know how the game is played.
Yeah, he catches on.
I'll add a shit-eating grin because I enjoy the situation of gambling and I'm trying to find a way to deal with the situation. I'll be like, this is only if he lives though. I'll just gotta look him and not blink.
He's gonna say, "I'd be happy to charge you room and board if he did not live."
Very good.
But having the best healer in the valley on payroll has its perks. And he's going to kind of give you a wink, and he's going to go around the corner into the kitchen. At that time, this little frail old lady is going to come hobbling in, and she looks like she's pushing 150 on the Asian aging scale.
She's like all of 2 foot tall.
Yeah, she looks like she weighs 30 pounds, and they weighted her down with a bunch of clothes. That way, they don't lose her.
So she don't fly away.
Yeah, she's got a staff that's 6 feet tall so they can find her in a crowd.
Yeah, I got you.
And she's going to come in, and she looks remarkably like every other healer you've bumped into so far.
Got you.
And she's going to be like, what is it?
I'll explain it.
I was crocheting, young man. What?
I'll say that the court wizard was injured during the breaking of the ice dams. He's showing all the symptoms of poisoning, but I cannot help but think that it's a magical cause. Is there anything you can do to stop the internal hemorrhaging?
She's like, well, if it's magical, he's boned. And she's going to turn around and start walking away.
Whoa. I said I don't know, man. Just, man, please.
And she's going to she's going to turn around and you're going to see thin little bony fingers come out of her robes. And she's going to put on some glasses. Glasses, by the way, in the steads are very, very, very rare. They're a very fine crafted item. Cedric, actually, is probably one of the few people in the valley who can make them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Friendship.
And she's going to go over and take a look at him. And, whenever she gets there, all the three, wives are going to, they're doing the midwife gossiping, the hush whispers to themselves, and oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And she's gonna look at him, and she's gonna kind of lean over. She's gonna slap him in the face really hard, and she's like, yep, he'll be fine. And she's gonna sit back in the stool, and the three ladies gonna come over, and she's gonna start telling them all sorts of roots and berries and poultices and things that she needs for them, and they're gonna go about they're just gonna leave the room to go get this. And from anybody who has an experience with this, somebody can roll a knowledge nature or survival.
Gotcha.
Or alchemy.
I'll do a nature. I'll do a what you call it?
Mhm.
Survival.
Alright.
1d20 plus 8. Ew.
14. You know, all the plants and everything that she just lifted off are really fucking rare. Some only grow and like bloom and flower like 2 or 3 nights out of the whole year in very remote locations. And she listed it off, and the old ladies are just gonna go. What is everybody else up to?
Real quick, those plants, do I know the medicinal properties of them?
Um,
If I recognize them as rare.
no, because you've never actually gotten to work with them and see their effects. You just know that
That
they're exceptionally rare. Like, you've been hiking one day and happened across one, and you were like, oh shit! Awesome!
Right.
And you know of them, but you don't really, you've never seen their medical effects.
Okay, cool.
But if they're rare, they've got to be good, right?
Not necessarily. I was just wondering what is to treat. And I'll actually walk up and say, ma'am, if I don't mind asking, those herbs are quite rare. What are they used for? I've only heard the names honestly in legend.
She's like, rare? She's like, why are they rare? I've got boxes of them. And,
I'm just gonna look at her mouth agape.
yeah. You realize that she may not be the best healer, like, skill-wise, but she's the best funded, and that makes her the best healer. And she's gonna be like, well, one's to counteract the poison, one's to stem the bleeding, one's, and she's gonna kind of go on and list a few things, one's for incontinence, and one's to help keep things down, and one will give him a little bit of blood sugar because he can't eat for a while, and one's to get rid of the gas.
So she's just listening. So she's treating the symptoms, not so much treating the cause.
Well,
If it's
she did say
poisoning,
one
then-
of them was going to remove the poison and
Yeah.
counteract it.
Oh, she did.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll kind of stop her there and be like, what?
And she's going to be like, he clearly ate something that added up to a poisonous concoction. These are all the these are almost textbook symptoms of eating the wrong fungus. She's gonna she's gonna and like kind of nod as she's like, yes, I'm right. And she's gonna like kind of put her hands on her chin and be like, though it does seem a very strong case. I've only ever seen it in children.
Is that going to strike me as odd?
The fact that Yama came down with it? No, he was immunocompromised.
All right.
He was exhausted. Who knows
Okay.
what else happened to his physiology. It's weird that a grown man caught it and wasn't able to beat the symptoms without just having like a good BM.
Right.
But you certainly know that he has been struggling health-wise since the ice
Okay.
dam broke.
In that case, I'll take it. I'll take it at face value then.
And she's gonna say, it's just time and resources at this point. And she's gonna like kind of look at you and be like, do I still need to be here?
And I'll be all like,
Is the patient healed? No!
yeah.
Yeah, all the old ladies are gonna come back, and they're gonna have just like about shoe box sized boxes, and she's gonna open it up. And Jethro, what you know about the going rates of these things at market day is just thousands of gold coins worth of material right there.
Good
in
thing
each
he's
one
not a
these
part of my
boxes.
stead. I ain't got to pay shit.
Yeah,
This is all Haven's Holt right here.
yeah, and
And I will make a comment about billing that shit to Haven's Holt.
yeah, it's totally Lord Haven's bill. Government dime.
In fact, our lodging will be government dime as well.
Yeah, totally.
All this
Uh,
shit happened.
Yeah, so they're gonna pull it out. She's gonna pull like like half a leaf out, crunch it up, and just start making poultices and and some brew with the hot water when the lady's gonna get, and she's gonna pour it and force it down his throat. He's gonna kind of spit it up, and she's just gonna keep forcing it down his throat like she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And
I'm just gonna kind of look on like concerned, but knowing I don't know what the fuck's going on.
yeah, so she's gonna like stand up, dust her hands go back into the robes, and she's gonna kind of like walk over to the next room, and she's like, "Tea, ladies," and all the ladies are like, "Woo!" and go on over there, and they kind of leave Yama there. He's all bundled up, and he's looking fairly comfortable, and he's got like the sweats, and he's just passed out.
The sweats are good. Just sweat it out.
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay. Yep. God, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna stay, but I'll walk outside.
You
And
find
see
all
his
of your comrades just blazing it up.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're
Winston's
trying
got a
to
cigarette in
hotbox
his
an
mouth.
open porch.
Yeah. Winston's got a cigarette in his mouth, and he's like, "So, can we come inside? Do we have rooms?"
Is everybody blazing it up at this point?
I would imagine they've pushed it on Cedric at this point. And
Yeah,
he's
Cedric is
looking like
coughing.
he's struggling through it.
Oh, he's struggling. Okay, that's good.
You're just gonna walk up and take the cigarette out of his mouth. It's like upstairs now.
No, I'll kind of stay there. I'll be like, yeah, you can. Just you're not bringing any of that in.
It's just tobacco.
I don't care. There's a sickly man.
Fair enough. I'll take one more.
Yeah, but we have room. We have rooms.
I'll take one more drag. Put it out in the snow, and we need to get Cedric upstairs before anybody sees him.
Yeah. I'll ask.
And be careful with him. He might be a little tipsy. No fault of mine.
I'll be like, okay, cool. I will. I got it. That's fine. I'll just kind of smile and I'll kind of lead them up to their rooms.
All right. So there is
Oh
a
man,
pretty
I don't
elaborate.
feel so good. I feel kind of weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cedric.
man.
Yeah, Cedric's doing the usual sheepishness. He's given a few coughs, kind of, I guess, trying to get the tobacco out of his lungs. You know how it burns the first time you ever smoke. And he's following you guys upstairs because you're trying to get upstairs before Room's father shows back up.
Sounds good. I will actually ask.
Yeah, so inside the inn, there's, while you're coordinating your thoughts, inside the inn,
Yeah.
there's a pretty elaborate, very well crafted, like oaken stairway that goes all the way up. And it goes, there's just a bunch of rooms upstairs, and it looks like actually a fairly typical inn up there, just much, much, much nicer than anything in Havensholt. And the place
I
is
will
empty.
actually.
It's all yours. There's not another person here. The only people you can hear are Room's father, the old healer lady, and the other ladies talking in the wives talking in the parlor, and Yama's in one of the other like areas.
You're honest in that area. I'm gonna ask for just 2 rooms.
To who?
Actually, whenever you find what our rooms are, I'm gonna ask for 2. We will allow the female to be in the separate room, but I'm going to kind of halfway explain to Whiston that we can't have some random person like kind of coming in the night and looking at the weird bandage kids. We got to be able to distract them as we see fit.
All right,
Yeah.
well,
So, like,
you guys, the problem is they're single sleeper king size beds,
Oh, okay.
but
That's
there's
fine.
like 8 of them.
Oh, okay.
I
Never
mean,
mind
we
then, I
still
guess
got our bedrolls.
Yeah, sleepover.
Yeah, but it's not like there's not like bunk beds or anything whenever you go in there. So
I can do that though.
So you guys decided to just only use 2, give Katya her own, and then the rest of you just crash all in one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Winston sees the bed. He's like, "Ooh," and
Dibs.
I'm just like, yeah, and he just jumps and lands on top of it. And just like,
Yeah, they
I'm
smell
not sharing
freshly.
with you, Jethro.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they smell like very freshly. Like all the sheets are freshly laundered. The mattress is of very high quality. Arguably the best bed you've ever been on, Wiston.
Oh man, Jethro, there's no bugs. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep if I'm not constantly getting bitten. After a while, it just kind of lulls you.
All right, hold on one second. All right, so you guys are all settling in for the night. Anything else you guys want to do? There's a very, very, very nice bathroom down the area with a like a it's actually got like it's built on a slight elevated metal rail, and it's a metal tub. You guys can actually have like a hot water bath.
Winston spends an inordinately long amount of time in there.
All right, and there's actually one for the women too, Katya.
Falling. I'm bathing. I'm getting clean.
All right, so you guys are doing that. Cedric.
Like he'll get back to the room. He'll get back to the room. He's like, "Oh man, Jethro, it's like a hot spring in a room."
I'm actually going to try to stand watch over Yama. I'm waiting for him to come to.
And I've re-dyed my hair.
You just kept that shit on you? Like hair dye?
It's part of my personal toiletries.
Wow.
I gotta make a new batch of it every month.
I'll have shed.
Oh man, did you dye that guy's bathroom fucking green with your dye?
Sink might be a little green, yeah.
No,
Did you pull
I'll,
your clog out of the toilet or like out of the drain at least?
I mean, I didn't like shave or anything.
Oh yeah, how long have you guys been on the road at this point?
it's been a few
Too
weeks.
long.
Yeah, it's been like a week and a half. You guys, Katya, you have some really fucking hairy legs and armpits. You are like au natural.
Okay.
Chitara.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Wiston, you've got a really strong light beard going on. Unless you say it's totally patchy.
It might be patchy.
Jethro's
I'm just gonna. I'll look scruff
Jethro's-
as fuck.
Yeah,
I'll just look scruff as fuck.
yeah. Jethro, you're going on full Bushman beard.
Yeah, this is Duck Dynasty status right now.
Yeah, and Cedric's is clean. Well, no, Cedric's a skinwalker, so what does it matter?
He wasn't. He'd have like one or two hairs on his chin, and he'd be like, "Oh,
Oh,
I
man.
wonder where those came from."
I'm an animal.
I'm actually going to post up with Yama. Just kind of sword in my lap and stand watch. I'll have taken off my armor, my leather, and kind of changed clothes into something a little bit nicer provided. But I feel a good bit of responsibility for the situation because I feel a responsibility for everything. But I'm going to kind of wait for him to kind of halfway come.
That's why I
to, 'cause
hang
I'm-
out with
yeah.
you, because you
Yeah.
can take all the responsibility, and I don't have to.
But I'm going to halfway feel like I need to be there when he comes to because he might be able to tell me something.
Okay, so you are hanging out with him. About 45 minutes goes by. Room's father kind of swings by and he asks if you and your friends are getting settled and if you need anything.
I thank him. Oh God, I need to find a way to like pass on word to Haven's Hold about shit while we're here. Ask him if there's any ability to do that, but that's probably Yama lying in the bed.
Yeah, he's gonna actually kind of give like kind of like a it's actually he looks kind of sad and he's like, for all the coin in the valley, that's the one service I can't purchase. He's gonna like make a motion at Yama and be like, when he comes to, he's the best bet at that.
Right. I will thank him for his hospitality and everything he's done, and kind of do that. Ask and just thank him, and Ask if there's anything good to eat.
Ah, boy, you've come to the right place, son of air. You may have cooks, you may have chefs, but you haven't tasted the finest meals this valley can offer. And he's gonna like throw an arm around your shoulder, and he's gonna kind of like quasi like he's stoked. He's gonna quasi drag you into the parlor room where the old healer lady is like sipping on some tea, and the three wives are sitting around her, and they're all continuing their tea party.
Right.
And he's gonna say, "Martha, Bertha, Betty, this man thinks he has had better food than what Roomstead can provide." And they're all gonna like drop everything, stand up, and his game face. Like
Okay.
they're all
Alright.
there's no fucking way that man thinks he's eating anywhere better than here. And
Right.
they're just gonna pile off into the kitchen. You're just gonna hear loud like clanking and clattering, and you know they're gonna put on the works.
All right. I'm going to like make sure that Yama's not out of earshot or eye shot.
Okay,
Got it.
actually you can kind of see through the doorway over to Yama.
Okay.
And so you can kind of see him, and the ladies are all like busy. You're sitting next to the healer lady, and Room's father's gonna sit down on the other end of the table, his big, large, ornate chair with his back to the doorway, and he's gonna be drinking. He's like, "I offer you some tea, my boy."
I'll ask only for water.
You say water with tea leaves, and one of the ladies gonna like on cue. One of the ladies is gonna run out and offer you some tea anyway.
Damn it. Okay, I'll drink the tea.
All right, Jethro, make a perception.
All right. 1d20 plus. I think
Can
it's
there be
7.
a green frog puppet at the table, also with a cup of tea in front of him?
No.
21.
Why? Aw.
21.
I
21.
definitely think there should be.
All right.
21.
In all the commotion,
But that's
while
none of
you're
my business.
drinking a cup of tea, your eyes kind of dart back over to a routine and paranoid glance of Yama, and like outside, out of the back of the doorway, you're going to see the oddly chilling sight of a red, partially muscled skull with yellow eyes slightly leaning through the doorway, and it's gonna like look at you, and you're gonna see it move back.
Wait, what does he see?
He sees a skinwalker's face kind of like lean over the doorway, look at him, and then kind of like slowly slide back to behind the doorway.
I'll be like, huh. I said, if you'll excuse me, please point me to your outhouse.
Outhouse? Nobody goes outside to do that in Roomstead. There's he's gonna point. He's gonna say toiletries are upstairs.
All right, cool. I'm gonna walk out the way I seen that doorway.
All right, so you walk out and you walk into Yama's parlor room, and you're going to be confronted with the revulsive sight of a half-dressed and half-skinned skinwalker, and Cedric's sitting there looking pretty much in despair. And he's gonna be like, you're gonna hear him like, "Jethro,
Yes.
I can't get it back on."
Gross. Oh my god, gross.
Then why the fuck are you down here?
Are you saying it that loudly?
No, I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing here?
And he's gonna be like, "Well, Weston was taking forever in the bath. I'm not gonna walk in on Kaya."
Okay, I'm a kind of. No, I'll say, okay, I got this, and I'm gonna kind of clap him by the gross ass shoulder and kind of lead him back upstairs.
Your hand squishes slightly in the meat.
I'm not happy about it, but I'm gonna be like, come on, let's go. I got this.
Alright.
And we're gonna kind of lean back up there.
Alright.
And we're gonna get back to the room. We're gonna get back to the room, and I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. I'm going to ask him to turn around and sit down. I'm going to like start grabbing bandages out, and I'm going to see if I'm just going to wrap you up so we can kind of hide this the best we can. All right?
He's just gonna like sheepishly nod.
Alright, I'm gonna actually start grabbing the kit and stuff like that.
Okay. You find you don't actually have enough like just straight linen bandages to do it. You're probably gonna have to.
I can rip up a bed sheet. That's no big deal.
Okay. So you start tearing apart a bed sheet and
I'm going to start preparing and just repeatedly say the word biscuit.
yeah, and he's instead just gonna like give you the same old. Yeah. I know, Jethro.
Yeah, I have a Need for Us like 3 or 2 or something. I don't remember what number.
Yeah,
it is,
that's my work one. So
yeah,
it's like old.
it's not the purple one. It's the gray one.
Yeah,
I don't know what
yeah.
degree that is,
But it works.
Yes.
Yeah, so
for now. So.
yeah. I know that feeling. Do you have an online gallery? I'd love to ask you. Oh shit, they can probably hear me because we're playing Pathfinder.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
we
Totally
can
can hear you.
We can totally hear you.
Can you hear us? I'm assuming by their laughter that they can. I want to see your gallery too.
Jesus.
I want to make sure that the girl with the gallery can hear me. But it sounds like they're down the hallway.
Yeah.
That makes me very sad.
So we bought the high-speed internet, and it's only getting like 5 megabits per second over at the townhouse.
What are you telling me that for?
Well, your name's on the account. We're gonna need to call him tomorrow.
I need to call them?
Channel that rage
Why don't you
at
call
someone.
them?
Because angry black woman, they're afraid of you.
Because I'm not at the house. I
I'm
can't.
not at the house either.
I know. We're gonna be there tomorrow.
So I have to call Time Warner and be like,
I
why
can
is their
call
internet
Time
not
Warner. I
working?
just need to have your information on hand.
What are they gonna ask you for?
All right.
Oh boy, okay. Are we waiting on her to come back, or what are we doing? Did Jay go somewhere?
No. Me and Kane were. He's wrapping Cedric up. So, anybody else doing anything fun I need to know about in the meantime? Katya, you take a bath, I presume?
Oh yeah, the best bath. And I
Yep.
washed my hair, and it was glorious. Oh,
Yep.
amazing.
You can totally shave.
I totally shave. Is there lotion?
No.
How is there not lotion? All these rich people and they can't afford lotion?
You could go ask for some, but it's a fucking inn. It's not a. They don't stock your own hygiene products.
But
But
people
if you-
live there, I'm assuming.
Yeah, if you go downstairs and just ask for it, they'll be more than happy to give you some of the best lotion you've ever
I
had.
need some lotion.
Alright, they give you some lotion so you don't get ashy. Elven ashy.
Right. It's a thing. It happens.
Elvashi?
Albashy.
Elvashi.
Yep.
It's just where your ears get like really flaky and stuff.
It's pretty gross. Always lotion.
So I had the best bath of my life, and I get back and I see that Cedric's not in the room, right?
No. Hold on 1 second.
Why? Who is rolling at a plus 15 for something?
Where did he get that +8 from? Kane?
Hero point.
Gotcha. That makes sense. How you rolled a +15. I didn't even notice that. I was just like, oh, you had a good roll.
Yeah, I had
I was
3.
like, wait.
So I was like, what the hell not?
Yeah.
Well, they don't refresh.
No. But I have 3. I'm pretty sure I can roleplay enough to get some back later.
Okay.
I'm an RP god. When I care.
So there's food and stuff, I'm assuming, still going on after I bathe and I can eat and stuff.
Yeah, whenever you go down there, ask for the lotion, they give it to you. Kane, this is gonna be the perfect time for Moses to come back. The ladies are in the middle of making what looks like a huge fucking dinner. So you'll be able to eat in just a little bit. Alright, so Moses, you come back from the bath and I don't know, I guess you have like a towel around your head or anything?
No. I've been combing it. I'm still like preening myself as I come down, but I'm no longer wearing my armor. I'm just wearing like my kilt and a green tunic.
Okay. Alright, you're gonna come into the room. And Kane, the way this is gonna work out, because you literally have both hands wrapping bandages around Cedric.
I thought I was preparing them.
No, you tore them, and then you're gonna be wrapping them around him.
Yep.
At least that's where I imagine why you're
Yeah.
close enough
I
to
thought
him.
I'll. Okay, that makes sense. That's
Yeah.
fine.
At least that's in my brain. Maybe I didn't narrate it the way I wanted to.
Swords on my back, but it's no problem.
Yeah. Okay. Then, Whiston, you're gonna come in, and Jethro, you're wrapping the bandages around like behind him so you can tie him off on the back.
Mhm.
And so he's actually kind of like he's just sitting on a stool looking forward, and so you feel like you can kind of reach up, get it, and perform the attack.
Mhm.
But Whiston, you're gonna walk in the door right as you see Jethro about to overhand chop Whiston.
Not Weston.
You mean Cedric?
Cedric, yeah. Whiston, you're gonna see Jethro quietly moving to overhand chop Cedric.
So yeah, so I walk in and be like, "Oh man, Jethro, you would not believe what those. It's like a hot spring in a room, man. It's like, what are you doing?"
Funk.
Yeah. All right, Jethro, go ahead, and I think this is an attempt to coup de grace, is it not?
I don't know what kind of additions I get to unaware enemies.
Well, let me actually roll something for him real quick. Ooh. Alright. And Jethro, are you going to be doing any sleight of hand for this?
I'm just gonna snap it out. Jethro doesn't know sleight of hand.
Alright, then when the cold rasp...
If I can jerk the stool from under him so he's off balance or something, sure. But I don't know sleight of hand.
Alright, so you whip it out, and at the sound of it, you know, steel being drawn, Cedric's gonna jump forward and spin around and bear a handful of sharp claws at you and
It's on.
hiss in just an absurd like fashion that sends chills down both your spines.
Let's do
Enter
this.
Whiston.
Oh man.
All right, cool.
You see one of your friends trying to murder another one of your friends. This thing just like hopped off the stool, turned around right when he saw Jethro whip his blade out and it hissed at him.
Right. Do I still get the attack?
Well, Cedric's not one to hiss, so now I'm suspicious.
Yeah, cat's out of the bags. Everybody gets to make an initiative.
So I don't
I'm
get
gonna
the attack.
on my turn. I'm
No,
gonna go
because it
for my
detected
sword.
it
makes
first
sense.
off passed on the sense motive,
Yeah, you're good, dude.
and then secondly passed on the perception with flying colors.
Is it 1d20 plus my dex bonus, right?
Oh, use markers.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're rolling initiative? Oh, I'm not there.
You're not there.
Totally not there.
19. Not bad. Is that my? Make that's an 18. I'm sorry. It's a +1.
Okay.
It's an 18.
And Whiston?
I'm running for my sword. They don't actually have it drawn, or I don't have it on my person. I just came into this room. So if you say that I can like move over and pick up my sword and then attack all in the same turn, that'd be crazy awesome.
Well, the room's actually fairly not that big that it would be
Out of the question.
altogether. I imagine your pack's just hanging on one of the posts of the bed, and it's just right there.
All right, I got an 18 for initiative.
Okay, so both of you guys are gonna get to go before it, and it's
All right,
about 10 feet from you, Jethro, between both beds with its back to a window.
Right.
Oh, it's gonna jump right through the window, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll yell for Yeah, if you could move behind them, that'd be awesome.
Well,
But
its back is to the window, like.
Yeah, it's no big deal to have people
Yeah.
over here. Like, around or
Yeah,
anything.
so
you're going first. You have the higher dex, Moses.
okay.
I have an 18, so I'll yell something along the lines of "move to intercept,"
Where I live right now is next to a fire station.
and I'll yell he fucked up Biscuit. He forgot Biscuit.
Not the biscuit!
Okay. So 22 versus his AC.
Alright. That hit.
9 slashing damage from a masterwork, possibly magical weapon.
Alright. You rake it and you cut off what's left of Iverson's skin. It flaps around and falls off. You can definitely tell it's bleeding. And you do a very, very, very solid hit on it.
Alright, and then swift action intimidate.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
It's the I get a swashbuckler thing that lets me intimidate to demoralize or something like that.
Okay.
And so I roll an intimidation check, and if I beat a DC equal to like its number of hit dice plus something, it gets shaken.
That's cool.
Look it up so you can figure out whether or not.
Yeah, just like hit to me.
The DC of the check is equal to 10 plus the number of hit dice plus their wisdom modifier.
Hit dice plus their wisdom mod?
Yeah, plus 10.
Nice.
Okay, so the DC is a 14.
Alright. So I pass, which means that he is shaken for 1 round.
What does shaken mean? What does shaken do?
It's like a minus 2 penalty on just about
all
everything.
checks, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Alright.
It's my turn.
Yep.
Can I charge? Am I far enough away to charge?
You're 5 feet from it.
Oh, I thought you said it was 10 feet from.
Well, you gotta move a minimum of 10 feet, and there's only like a 5-foot space between the two.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I'll move
So
forward.
you move
and,
5 feet forward, and you can swing on it, but you can't charge.
All right, I'll move forward and do my customary fuck you attack.
Alright.
19.
Alright, you hit.
20 damage.
Alright, you cleave this thing, you hit in the same spot that Whiston does, and you just open it up from like collarbone to pelvis, and it just flops onto the floor in 2 explosively gory and bleeding halves.
Welp.
Huh! So,
Okay, Jethro, you gotta reassure me here. Did we or did we not just murder Cedric?
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm actually
What did we just kill there, Jethro?
I'm actually going to look at him and go, I'm not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure?
I'm not sure.
I dropped the scimitar and just like fall onto the floor and like put my hands over my head. I was like, oh man. Alright. Try not to hyperventilate here.
You're gonna hear a knocking on the door.
Yes.
I was gonna say, could I choose this to be the perfect time that I walk upstairs with like a handful of cakes? Like, oh my god, you guys, this
Yeah.
dessert is the best. Have
Yeah.
you had these cakes?
Yeah, so Katya comes kind of like just barging in at this time.
I need to turn the volume down real quick.
No. I'm really overthinking.
Something's like,
I think Kaiser's got an open mic.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'm not sure. It failed Biscuit. It was acting kind of weird.
I'm just gonna be like, what did you do?
Killed a Skinwalker. I'm gonna be looking real damn twitchy right now.
We might have killed Second. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
that's what it looks like. I mean,
Oh my god.
just okay.
I'm gonna be looking real twitchy. I'm gonna be like, it failed Biscuit. He was acting weird. Killed a skinwalker. Yeah. I'm cracking at the seams right now.
All right, Jethro. Just one of us needs to hold it together. Okay. One
It
of
sure
us
as
needs to
hell
hold
isn't
it
gonna be
together.
me.
You guys, please just calm down. Just calm down. Is there a way to like roll and see if Cedric is dead?
Roll heal.
Oh, I don't have that.
Well, roll it anyway.
I don't have that.
With the 3, you can see that it is turbo dead.
Oh, turbo.
There's no chance of putting that shit back together. In fact, half of the juices are all over the floor.
I'm actually going to remove the head.
So Cedric's dead.
And Jethro just keeps chopping it into tinier and tinier pieces.
What are
I'm
you
remove
doing?
the head. Huh?
What
Well,
the
I'll
demon
look,
gods
and
are you doing?
with a great sigh that just holds the weight of the ages, I will say, regardless of who is in that body, regardless of how what I suspect, we got to make sure this thing doesn't get back up. So I kill the head, and I go down to inform the Lord of Reinhold or Runestead that we just killed the shit out of a skinwalker that infiltrated our house, your home. I'm not lying.
Is he gonna know that it's our companion?
No, you never saw our companion's face.
That you think.
Yeah.
He didn't mention it if he did.
And then what's he gonna think when Cedric never comes back? Where is Cedric even? Oh my God. We're
No.
How does this keep happening to us, Jethro?
I look at him and say, we shed blood, and you can tell like he feels super guilty about what he just did, but he had to be sure, and he's going to say, we shed blood in the men's home. Someone's got to own up to it, and I'm going to start heading down to. I'm gonna wrap it in a pillowcase, and I'm going to go ask for a private word.
Oh man.
But, I say try to clean up this mess.
I'm gonna go outside and get some fresh air.
All right.
I take my scimitar with me, just kind of clutch it really tight to my chest, and just walk out like wide-eyed, crazy looking.
And you go down and you find you find the room's father drinking some tea, and he's like, did you take care of everything? It's been a while.
I took care of something.
And he's gonna be like,
I say a word in private, sir.
he's gonna be like, oh man, we charge if you clogged it. And he sits up and he's gonna come walking out, and he's gonna be in the parlor with you and Yama.
I'll be like,
and you're clutching a bloody fucking pillowcase.
Yeah.
And he's gonna like look at it, and his eyebrow is just gonna like slither all the way up to his hairline.
Yeah.
That he doesn't have.
I'll be like, sir, I know that you may not have done a lot of things, but I'd like to recognize you as a wise man. Are you sick of
what, pray tell, is that?
Just let me show you. And I'm going to ask him if he's ever heard of a skinwalker.
He's gonna like, his mouth is slightly hanging open, the blood strained from his face, and he's gonna nod no.
Nice.
Well, I'll explain to him that it's something that flays and wears the skin of your loved ones. And
as far as you can tell from conjecture and
yeah, from conjecture.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, like it's from my tell. But
yeah, you're
sir,
basically retelling a fucking bedtime like horror
bedtime story. Well, I'll say, sir, and I'm going to kind of halfway unveil it and like show the fucked up head, and I'll be like, sir, this is what our friend became when we walked in on him in the bedroom.
Wait, he's gonna like revolt and like almost dry heave at the sight of the head, and he's gonna like kind of motion his hands like cover that back up.
I covered it. Yep.
And he's gonna be like, oh, he's gonna like look around and like not make eye contact with you. He's like kind of putting it back down the throat, you know,
Mhm.
and he's gonna say, but that
About
was
this
your
time, you hear Winston outside retching.
yeah. That's gonna send him to another wave of like
First.
dry heaving,
Yeah.
and he's gonna take like probably 20-25 seconds to collect himself. He's gonna say, but your friend, and he's gonna point to it. He's gonna like, did you? And he's gonna like, his eyes are gonna slowly trace from you to upstairs, and he's gonna say, you killed your friend?
And I'm going to look at him and say, I'm pretty sure he wasn't our friend anymore.
And
I'm not sure how long we've been deceived. But
are
for
you
the good,
sure you've been deceived?
and I'll look at him.
And then
And
pull
I'll-
out the head again. It's like, does this look like a normal human being to you?
Yeah. No, and I'll look at him and say, Gods, I hope so. But I'm gonna kind of like say that we're not sure how long. But then I'll kind of look to Yama and be like, he may have something to do with that, or he did have something to do with that. We know that for a fact. But
And
I just
he's gonna be like, and he's gonna kind of like motion like the rest of him.
it's being handled.
He's gonna like look at you really skeptically.
And I'm gonna look at him and I'm going to have that. Oh God.
That was his sense motive on you,
Okay.
and it was actually fairly good. So if
Okay.
you can kind of tell that like he's scrutinizing what you're gonna say.
Now I say we're gonna try to clean it up. Like,
Clean it up.
oh, I killed him in your room. You will be repaid for it.
I'm totally upstairs cleaning it up.
Yeah, and I will say that this was done as dirty of a deed as it may be. It was done for the protection of both your stead and mine.
Right about now,
It's fairly easy to clean blood off hardwood floors.
Right, and I'll
say, Winston's gonna wander back into the house looking for Jethro, and he's gonna find him in the room. Just like walk up and like wipe his mouth. He's like, "So you did you tell him what happened?"
I say yes, and I say if you don't feel comfortable with us in your home anymore, I would understand.
He told you it was a skinwalker, right?
Hey
Kaiser,
guys,
we killed
I'm
you.
Hey.
And
I
by
am
we killed
so
you, I mean
sorry.
Kane killed you.
I'm so sorry I was out the whole time.
You're fine.
Wait a minute, what's this about?
All right,
killing me?
here I'll catch it up, Kaiser. That
You
way,
don't.
like 4 people aren't trying to do it.
Yeah.
Kane caught on, and so he.
Oh man, I wasn't even here to defend myself.
I know.
What? Wait a minute, what did he do? What did I do that made him catch on? I was so excited to continue
You
fucking
smoked
you
a
guys.
you smoked a cigarello like a champ.
A
Yeah, he did.
cigarello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking rolled a 1. Whenever
I
you tried
see.
to pass off that you're totally not a smoker, but it's used to smoking all sorts of pipe weed with the bandits. So, Kane caught, like I finally fucking botched the roll, and Kane got suspicious, pulled you aside into the bedroom. To help,
That
like,
was
review
after I passed a perception check to see that you were like walking around in skinwalker form.
Yeah. Because you guys knew that the Lord would flip. Holy shit! If you actually saw Skinwalker, because he did he did see Cedric out on the porch, guys.
Yeah, I know that.
I rolled that perception and
Yeah.
he passed, so he knew that Cedric was out there.
Yeah.
And the Skinwalker knew that if the guy saw him in Skinwalker form, like it would look like these guys just let a Skinwalker into his house.
Right.
Huh.
Because this is the Lord of Roomstead.
Mhm.
And so it tried to reveal itself, but Jethro caught it and was like, "Hey, buddy, let's go upstairs." And took him up to the room. I was like, "Here, I'll bandage you up." And while he did that, he actually, once again, failed the bluff checks. Jethro, used a hero point and rolled a 33 on your sense motive and figured it out. And
Lame.
so he tried to
I'm
coup
sorry.
de grace.
Lame.
He tried to coup de
I'm sorry.
grace, but he's got no sleight of hand. So we went by initiative order, and they beat it by 1.
Oh.
And Whiston and Jethro just murdered it, just sliced it
Oh.
in half. Now they're trying to explain to the Lord why they murdered their friend in one of his rooms.
You know, I was having so much fun not being a fuck up for
Yeah,
once.
Moses, Leah, Kaiser actually roleplayed as the Skinwalker against you guys all last session.
I wasn't here last session.
That guy that took the fall off the pathway, I pushed him.
Yeah, she tripped Jotun.
All the weird
Oh.
psychic effects that were happening during the fight, that was me. I also attracted the Griffs to come fuck us
she
up.
purposely attracted the Griffs. Like, she did everything to fuck you guys over.
You bitch.
And yeah, she, like, me and her were like talking on Skype, and she was perfectly playing it off. And I made a bluff check for every single one against everybody's passive.
I was dropping hints, like he
Yeah.
pronounced his best friend's name wrong, and
I don't know who his best friend was.
it's you. Well, not best friend, but like the one guy who was nice to him, you know?
Yeah, he called you like Winton or Wiston or something, or Winston. Winston.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he said a few things
Well,
that were
to be
uncharacteristic
fair,
of him.
Kaiser, you do that with your own characters too. Like Teak, you kept calling Reek for some reason.
It was the first time I had her, and I wanted to name her Reek first, but then I remembered that one character is called Reek on Game of Thrones, so I changed it to something else.
Yeah.
I wanted it to sound like something a bat would say, but anyways.
Yeah, so
No, well played.
Yeah, so Kaiser played a Skinwalker playing Cedric.
It was,
And-
man, there were so many levels to my onion. My onion has so many layers.
Yeah, so that finally happened. So Kaiser, I actually do have about a 10-minute bit to do with you. That's really important that we do, but I'm gonna finish up this little bit right here. And
Okay,
then
okay, no problem.
We'll take 10. I'll start my oven, and then we'll do your bit real quick.
I'm sorry I was away for so long. We were interviewing new people to move in and all.
That's fine. We got a lot done anyway, so.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, so he. All right. So where did we leave off? He was really skeptical, and he was.
Winston just walked in.
Yeah, you guys totally just told him, if you're uncomfortable with us staying here because we murdered our friend, and now you're trying to tell him something even more skeptical, that it was a Skinwalker.
Listen. As soon as Yama comes around, he can explain everything and vouch for us.
Man, I was gonna bleed that motherfucker all night too.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, it was just the very first bluff roll. I failed. I rolled a 1. I'm sorry, Kaiser.
That's okay.
It was bound to happen, mathematically.
No, that's okay. You had to keep going.
I rolled like 40 bluff checks last session, Moses, and passed every one of them.
Well, yeah, he has like a plus 30-something bluff, right?
He's got a
No,
plus
it's
12.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't need his disguise roll because he was disguised as a Skinwalker, disguised as Cedric as a Skinwalker.
It's like deception.
So yeah, he didn't even his best disguise was to stay a Skinwalker. So.
Oh man, where is Cedric and all?
Having the worst day of his life.
Oh, Moses, did you not hear the bit where Cedric actually is?
No.
Okay, well we'll get to that. You can listen in. Anyways, so he is incredibly like dubious. He's gonna say he's almost like speechless. He's gonna say, "Come into my home. You murdered a man in my rooms."
It wasn't a man. It was a Skinwalker. First
A
of all.
supposed Skinwalker.
Look, did you see his head?
I'll hold up my hand to silence Whiston.
And he's gonna like be going on. He's gonna say that Fairy could have. He's like, nobody's seen a Skinwalker. They exist in legend. And he's gonna look at Yami. He's gonna say he could be in on this too. What danger could you have brought my hold?
Why would Yama be in on this? I told you terrible shit went down. When we
You guys never actually filled him in on what happened.
I'll fill him in now. Shit.
Yeah, he was never around for you guys to do it. He was just like, well, come on in. You guys got a sick guy? Here, have my couch, have my food, have my everything. But he never
I'll
actually...
tell him that as soon as Yama started casting spells, terrible, crazy stuff started happening that he called
Right.
primal magic, and butterflies started shooting out of my hands. Rock golems appeared, and
Right. Anyway,
They got
You're gonna
my-
have to like roll a diplomacy check for him to like not think you're just making bullshit.
okay. Here's what I'll do.
all right, I'll roll.
I will pull my sword and sheath off my the thing my back, I guess, and I will hand it to him and said, I'll just hold the weapon out and say, hold on to this if you don't trust me, and just hear our story.
He's gonna take it and he's gonna like motion to Whiston to hand him his as well.
And Winston's gonna like look to Jethro and then look back and say, just don't touch them together. And he'll flip the blade around and hold it to him hilt first.
Yeah. And he's gonna say, your other friend,
Kaya's upstairs cleaning up the mess.
bring me your blades.
Oh hell no!
I'll go fetch her.
You ain't finna do shit.
Well, this is how this is going to end.
Yeah.
Just figure that out.
Run up
And
the
he-
stairs. Come into the room. Kaya!
Holy crap! What do you want? Don't you see me
I-
cleaning up dead body?
Oh man,
I am like up to my elbows in intestine.
I was just gonna leave that for like the housekeeper.
That's rude. Y'all killed somebody in here. You gonna leave them to clean it up? That's rude as fuck. It's already rude enough that you killed a dude in their house. Okay.
I'll start the
All right, we
explanation
don't have
from the
time
beginning.
to argue. I need
Alright.
your glaive. And your dagger.
Excuse me.
Your glaive.
Excuse me.
The guy's not gonna believe us unless we turn over all of our weapons.
Yeah, he's not gonna believe us either way.
But he's not gonna think we're a bunch of crazy people. if
Yeah,
we
but then
swing
we're gonna
the-
be in the middle of his house with no fucking weapons.
He's not gonna kill us.
I can still
He's the
take them.
Lord of Roomstead.
With all of the fucking money. So if something goes wrong, can you just pay everybody off?
Can I start explaining the situation?
You're not gonna get very
Your
far
glaive.
because he's literally like holding him and he's
Does he
he's gonna
only
walk
know that I
over
have
to
my
a.
glaive? Probably doesn't know I have a dagger. Can I just give him my glaive?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks. I'll make sure he doesn't break it.
You better not break my shit.
I'll come running down the stairs with the glaive.
You're gonna give it all to him and he's gonna take it and he's gonna walk a few feet over and open up a rather large cabinet, put them all in there, close
Hey,
it,
don't let him touch.
and he's just gonna like kind of unceremoniously toss them in there,
No.
Do they
And-
touch?
close it, and lock it. You didn't see if
That's
they
fair.
touched it or not.
That's fair.
You can't.
It's less than 10 feet away, right?
From where you're standing, but then he's gonna motion to go into the dining room over and like he's doing all this without words. He's got quite a stern attitude on his face, and he just motions with his hand.
All right, I will go as far as I can.
All right, yeah, you get to the doorway, and you're like 2 feet away from the table and the chair before it hits.
Damn
Yeah, you guys kind of broke a bunch of stead,
rules, I know.
etiquettes and niceties.
What's the stead etiquette for having a monster attack you, in an
You
inn?
can't draw blood in a stead.
It's a monster.
Yeah, well, he doesn't quite believe you guys on that. To him, it looks like you murdered your friend and skinned his face.
Dude, have you
I
seen it?
will
Look at a picture of a skin changer. They've got like freaky monster teeth.
I know. And yellow eyes.
Well, this
How
guy
does that
came
look like
in
a
with his head wrapped up. What is he supposed to look like?
Not skinless with yellow eyes and fangs.
This dude's never seen a deskinned face.
Oh my
Like, these
god.
skin face look like you holding with no skin. Still got regular fucking teeth.
Guys,
This
you
guy's-
found the most retarded holdfast like
We
holdfast
did!
guy,
Guys.
Oh my god, rich people
Like,
are
listen.
idiots.
No, Jake made it clear that this guy's never seen anything that even resembles danger. Of course, he's never seen anything like that.
Yeah,
He's seen a human face before.
Not one
I
that's been
think-
skinned.
Room father, do you have huntsman or a sheriff?
he's gonna say, no, this is a peaceful hold, and We purchase all of our commodities at market day.
Anybody who used to be in garrison?
He's gonna say those who prefer service to the realm usually don't end up in Roomstead.
Is he being smug about it?
No, it's just the
Okay.
truth. There are no like veterans who, you're garrison for life,
Yeah,
and
know.
they all kind of hang out around Havensold. There's no veterans in Roomstead.
I'll be like,
Do you have a cleric?
The healer lady right there is gonna be like, a who? Now.
well, anyway, I'm going to explain the. We'll start at the beginning.
Wait, the healer lady's there?
Yeah, she's still there. She never left. She's just drinking tea, watching this whole thing
And
happen.
Winston just like gets him and points at her. He's like, let her look at it. She can tell you it's not human.
Bullshit. This is bad.
I'm just grasping at straws.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'll try
all
to
right.
calmly explain the situation, but if she wants to look
Are
at
you
it,
actually sitting in the chair, Jethro?
I pulled the chair to against the wall because I
You wimp.
I know
All right, so you guys explain it.
actually
Give me
no that would pretty much go against what Jethro would do, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go the extra 2 feet and deal with the headache.
All right, so the whole time you've got just this vice grip on the back of your neck.
Yeah.
And you guys can kind of give it a rundown version of the story. How much do you want to include?
Everything about the magical phenomena, and why we're out there in the first place instead of garrison, and how everything happened to Yama.
Okay, so you're basically just kind of telling them everything.
I mean, there's nothing really to hide. We didn't break any rules.
Okay.
And then I'll say, and you can ask Yama all of this too. Since he's passed out, he wouldn't have time to have collaborated on us with this if this was a big lie. You can double check all the facts with him.
Yeah,
All
unless we're actually killing Yama right now, slowly.
Why would they be killing Yama?
I don't know, because this guy's an asshole and he can do what he wants.
All right, well, give me a diplomacy to really kind of pitch it in a way he'll believe it.
My diplomacy's terrible.
Somebody
So,
give me a diplomacy.
Kane, roll diplomacy.
I'll spend a panache point on it.
Well, you guys can collaborate. One of you guys can roll to perform and assist other with whoever has a better diplomacy.
Who has the most diplomacy?
My diplomacy is 2.
I have a 0.
I'm
Alright,
still
so
upstairs.
Yeah, Jethro, you can roll to if you pass. Like if you fail, nothing happens. But if you pass, your story collaborates with
definitely
Winston
have a
and gives them a
minus.
+1.
I have a -2 diplomacy anyway, so probably a good idea I'm not there.
I can lie better than I can tell the truth.
All right, yeah. All right,
What's
so
wrong?
Winston, you're gonna get a +1 on your roll.
Oh man. About time. These times you want to spend a hero point, eh?
It's up
Let's
to
see
you.
if panache lets me.
What's panache?
This
Yeah.
is class.
If
yeah.
you guys like fail this and he doesn't believe you, then he'll probably kick you guys out.
Well, it's
That's
fine.
fair.
If it's the worst that happens, I think we're okay.
You guys would almost certainly die in the elements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend a hero point.
All right.
And roll, and
What does
roll-
that
roll
get you?
Plus 8.
11.
You guys should embargo the fuck out of this hold when you get back.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am.
All right. Wow.
God damn.
Good fucking use. It was a threshold 10 test. So.
Yeah, I would have failed.
All right. So you guys pitch it to him. It takes about an hour and a half, and he is incredibly dubious. But the fact that you guys are so adamant and a lot of your cross details line up and everything, he finally gets his head around it. And by the end of it, it's like you're telling him some kind of bad like book. And he,
Welcome to our life, assholes.
yeah. So he's like, all right, fine. He understands. He's gonna say his tone's gonna change a bit. Like he doesn't necessarily like that you guys kind of came in armed. He gave you everything, and you still committed a murder in his room. He's gonna be a little like butthurt about that because he's got nice shit up there.
Yeah.
but he's gonna actually genuinely thank you for removing a threat to his realm. Should your whole story check out.
And I'll say, just send the bill to Havensholt.
Yeah, we will wait here for Garrison to show up and work all this out. We're not gonna run away because we're telling the truth.
All right. So you guys do that, and he's gonna say fine. He doesn't really have anything else for him, and he's just gonna mention, he's like, although I would prefer, probably for the sake of rumors and my other holders' mental benefit, if I could keep your weapons in the locker tonight.
Okay, can we get a different room?
Oh, God. I'll say I'll sleep in the parlor.
It's clean in there now. I'm done.
You guys just totally used like almost all the bedding to clean it all up. Kaya comes like sauntering down the stairs carrying this huge like bloody burrito looking thing, and she's gonna be like, "Where do you want it?"
I'm just gonna stand there and go, so...
Yeah, his Rube's father's
I'm
head, like,
taking
head
a
is gonna
bath.
slump into his hand.
Those are like 3,000 thread count.
Yeah.
I'll
Do you have
tell
like
him.
a giant fireplace or something?
He's gonna say, like, take it out back. There's a big fire pit. You can burn it all in.
Yeah. I'll say I'll stay with Yama and I'll let the weapons be locked up.
Okay.
I have nothing to hide, especially now that I killed the thing.
Yeah,
I'm still
gets out that
halfway-
there was a murder at the Lord's like thing
Yeah.
because monsters are infiltrating the village with this group of strangers, no matter who they claim to be.
Mhm.
You know, Jethro's the only known person here.
Right.
So is Yama, but Yama's out. And
Yeah.
you know, until Yama wakes up and vindicates you guys, he's gonna prefer that to keep it safe. Like he's not
I'm
gonna
also-
throw you out into the wind, but he's gonna play it safe because he's got a village to
Right.
protect.
I'm also riddled with guilt because I'm still not quite completely sure,
Where the fuck Cedric is?
or if that wasn't Cedric at all.
Yeah.
That was a hunch. I
Yeah.
am riddled with guilt.
Okay, so that wraps up. I'm
Been
going to
riddled
go.
with guilt for the past 5 sessions.
I know. but now I have advanced guilt.
It's in the
It's level
chronic
2.
stage.
Mhm.
You took a feat. Guilty.
Yep.
Anyways, so we're gonna wrap that up there. The rest of the night's gonna go fine unless anybody else wants to do anything.
Yeah,
I've got a bit with Cedric, so we're gonna take 10. I'm gonna go get the oven started, and then I'll come back. We'll do Cedric's bit real quick.
Okay.
Cool.
You guys can come sleep on the
Yeah.
floor in my room.
By
I
the
still
way-
have a longbow and a kukri in there.
Yeah. Kaiser, you totally get to apologize for everybody for all the shit you put them in.
I'm so sorry. Like, I will be alongside you trying to fix all of
Nah,
the
man.
crap
Nah, man.
that I started.
Nah, man. No trust.
No trust.
No trust.
Oh no, am I the party
No new
traitor
friends.
now? Jake
new
asked
friends.
me to do this.
Nah, man. So
Leo holds grudges.
I hold
sorry.
grudges.
What can I do to make it up to you?
Nothing. There's nothing you can do.
I'm ruined forever.
Forever.
I'm so sorry.
You should be.
She does the same thing to me whenever I'm GM and I'm trying to fairly like distribute damage among the entire party.
Nope.
Oh
As
yeah.
soon as I send a monster after her, it's over.
How dare you? How rude. I can't believe you. This is why I don't like making new friends, Moses. They turn around and stab you in the back and become a skinwalker. It's the worst.
You know what? It's actually kind of worth it because that one session was the one session where I have done anything right.
And it wasn't even there.
No, Leah, technically you're the new guy because Cedric's part of the hold.
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
You know-
I'm sorry. Out of the two of us, which one turned into a skinwalker and tried to sabotage your lives?
I don't know.
I
You
don't
did a
know.
pretty good job of sabotaging
Yeah,
our life.
because I'm saying you've been doing a
No.
pretty good job of sabotaging us.
Really?
We wouldn't have even been on this fucking quest if it hadn't been for you punching Ivers in the face.
That's true.
I did not draw blood and hold. Jethro did. So, I did not break any hold laws. Thank you very
No,
much.
we might actually been able to get off scot-free if she hadn't just straight up called out the Haven's Lord in the middle of all the subjects.
I didn't call anybody out.
Yeah, you
Cuss his
did.
ass out.
I did not. I
Pretty sure you
just
did.
sternly demanded to know what the glove was.
From a damn baron.
Okay.
Add it back.
Look at my link.
I mean, they was gonna let that go. It was fine.
Yep, that's the campaign right now. It's
They
off
don't-
the fucking rails.
Yeah, actually, not by my doing though.
Yeah, it was all us. Just fucking up rolls.
Did
Yeah.
they break it off of the Mary?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
the campaign has been like, I took my hands off the plot like 3 sessions ago. By the way, guys, this has been like all you guys at this point.
No, you don't tell us that. Jake, you never tell your party that the grace of an iceberg is that 90% of it's below the surface.
Oh no. There's still plenty going on. There's still plot being carried out, but you guys are where you guys are at because of you guys.
Emergent story.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys,
So,
like, if
the middle-
I had a stronger hand in this, you guys would be back at Haven's Holt, be like embarking on the big adventure to save the world kind of thing. But no. We're in Roomstead murdering our friends.
as it should be.
Vacation in Roomstead.
So,
Skinwalker
the
friends.
middle of the night, around like 1 a.m. or so, Wiston's gonna come back downstairs to where Jethro is, and he's like, I just can't sleep in that bed, man. It's too comfortable. It's too comfortable. I'm just gonna crash down here.
Sounds good.
I throw down my bedroll on the floor and like go to sleep in the same room that Jethro's in. Oh, yeah,
That's pretty fun. That's awesome.
yeah.
Oh my god. Almost choked on this cookie.
That's
Oh.
hilarious.
Jesus. That was great.
That is wonderful.
That was so amazing.
All right, moving on.
Beautiful.
Alright, so... Alright, so Cedric, Moses and Leah, you get to listen in on this. Cedric.
Yeah, here's my competence.
Yeah, alright, so
I
Cedric's
may not live. It is nice knowing you guys.
Cedric's consciousness fades out for what feels like a brief time, hard to pin down how long. When it fades back in, he realizes he is in a different location. He finds himself in a forest on a hill overlooking a beautiful serene lake with snow-capped mountains all around. They gradually slope into a glacier along the eastern shore. Cedric feels a bitter cold wind whip against his skin. He can see a row of buildings and lights. He realizes he is overlooking Roomstead. He hears a stepping behind him, and a crew of roughneck bandits come out of the tree line behind him. A raucous cackling goes up amongst the men, and a burly, hairless man comes up, slaps his hand on Cedric's shoulder, and goes, "Aha! Excellent plan, Chief. When will we attack?" So,
I look around and get my bearings.
you are. Are you looking on the campaign map?
Where did that window go? Yes, I am.
Okay, you are right here.
Move my token.
Oh, you're just where the red X is.
Move my token. It's what.
Oh my gosh, no! You're right there.
Okay.
Except you're like right there.
I'm like right there.
Alright.
I'm like, and how many people are around me?
Probably, if you look to glance, maybe about 40.
About 40. And what appears to be their dispositions?
All of them are packing various degrees of heat, ranging from simple implements to, garrison armor. Most of it's just a, decent sets of studded leather and the things like that. And their disposition appears to have that pre-battle high. Everybody appears to be in a decent mood, pretty bloodthirsty.
Well, I wasn't religious before, but I'm slightly more religious now. I stare and gape for a very long time, and turn back up to the man over me and stare and gape at him, and I'm like, come again? What did you say now?
He's gonna like look down at you. He's gonna flash a big toothy grin, and he's gonna say, "Attack! When do we attack?"
Oh, attack! Right, attack.
His eyebrows gonna crawl up his head.
Oh, attack, of course. Attack. Why don't we have a snack and then some dinner and and we'll attack after that.
Perfect.
All right. Oh man.
Wasn't expecting that, were you?
I mean, I should have really have been. He's gonna kind of look at you and be like, "Yes, dinner, boys!" And they're all gonna be like, "Dinner!" and turn around and go back into the woods.
Cedric turns back.
He looks like the guy's son from Mad Max, the dude with the big oxygen tanks on his back.
I
Oh
love
my
him.
god.
I love him. I turn back against and like look over the water at Rimstead and just like.
Get out of there.
What's that?
So just get out of there.
Yeah, I know, right? Do I have that owl familiar? I've got call animals, don't I? Let me look. Let's see here. I'm looking at my thing. Summon monster.
Do you actually have an owl familiar, or did you go with the bond?
I did not go with the item. So I guess I could have an owl familiar, which was my original plan, but then I discovered that that wasn't something that I would have right away. Maybe this would be one of those things where I'm like, where I find it or I pray for it to come. Or I could summon a monster. I could probably summon an eagle and send it to you guys with a message.
I'd be all like, why the fuck is this eagle all up in this man's house?
It's knocking on your window like, hey, bitch, get out here. Come!
Alright, so the men work their way back in. They actually go a decent way into the forest and over the hill, and they start getting about cracking out some rations and eating a cold dinner. A lot of them talk about all the horrifically vile and brutal things they're gonna do when they attack.
Great.
And how much plunder, and they heard this was the best hold to, the richest hold in the land, and all that fun stuff. So you're gonna hear just lots of very vulgar talk about that. A few of them are gonna mention like maybe there'll be some more of those mixed girls and all that stuff.
Oh no.
What other village did they take out? Damn it!
You know what? I'll if I'm gonna be sending a message, I suppose that will be part of it. So I'll go over and I'll spend a little time talking to them. What's that?
Moses' net died. Give me half a second. I gotta pull some food.
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
I'm so fucked.
I am so fucked. I figure I'm probably not getting out of this alive, so I'm gonna try and send you guys a message. Man, Reddit just has all kinds of gems today. Apparently, there is a guy who both survived a lightning strike and won a $1 million jackpot.
Nice.
That is a walking statistical anomaly.
terrible, terrible thing.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
I'm upset.
Excuse me.
Alright.
Right. So I'm going to hang out around the periphery and try and find out as much as I can about these guys.
Okay. So whenever they start going in, you're gonna notice that there's a core group of guys that are actually kind of sticking pretty close to you. You would assume that these are his lieutenants, about 5 guys. One of which being the really burly dude. The rest of the guys all look like they fucking mean business. And well, you don't actually recognize the dude, but one of them is the ranger that was murdering the shit out of Moses when they walked up on them.
Okay.
So, but they actually kind of follow you, and they're like looking to see where you sit down to start eating, so that way they can start discussing strategy with you.
Okay.
So you're just kind of touring the camp.
Yeah, kind of touring the camp, and I'll put on my best impression of like
They're
like
walking behind you like a bunch
Yeah.
of fucking b-boys who are hyping up their
they're my yes
their
men.
boy.
No, I've totally seen this. This is like when the Holdstead guy walks around and he puts his hands behind his back and he puffs out his chest and he's got all his little his buddies tailing behind him. So I do exactly that, and I like puff out my chest. Yeah, no, not even like that. Like your dad.
He doesn't even do that. He just has the power.
Yeah, Johns walks around by himself, and people just fucking like
Act
just
like
see him.
act like
He's got like
Harrison.
no presence, really.
Act like Iverson. Yeah, Iverson will do it.
Yeah, well, whoever's like the biggest personality in the town, which I guess would be Iverson.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
So-
if you've got an experience with a powerful personality, your stepdad would actually be a good example of who to emulate.
Yeah, I start puffing and like puffing out my chest and like trying to put on the tough guy act, and I'll kind of do that little waddle strut around the camp, and kind of just looking over the troops, and I'll settle down kind of by the lake, and I'll sit down, and I look at like my hanger on, who's who I talked to before, and I'll address him like my dad addresses me and be like, "Hey, good for nothing. So this the battle."
You're gonna address him as good for nothing, and he's gonna be like, "Chief, sir," and he's gonna like stand up and
Watch him take this lesson back to his group of friends, or like the first person who's like not an idiot, and they're like, "What'd you call me?" He's like, "No, sorry, nothing." And he says, "You have the plan. Let's hear it again. Make sure you didn't fuck it up like you fuck up everything. You know, my son."
Jeez.
So nice.
Yeah.
he's gonna kind of like sit there and kind of like look at all the guys around you. What is the name of that stupid Power Ranger spoof video on YouTube? Where it's like the guy who appears to be the evil villain keeps pumping into Power Rangers all over the place.
I've never seen that, but it sounds wonderful. But at any rate.
Oh, it was really good, but I can't remember what it was called.
Here it is. Yeah. Yeah, let me find a specific scene. Yeah, they're rolling around you like that scene right there.
Let's see here.
Second one.
Excellent. Oh man, I haven't seen this one. I'm gonna have to watch that. Beautiful. Okay, cool.
That's a new thing.
Let's see. Moses, this is the Lunchables commercial? Oh. Okay. So, what all do they say about their battle plans?
He's gonna kind of like look around at you and the boys, and he's gonna be like, I apologize, Chief. I must have not heard it if you said it already. That's what we were all waiting on, I thought.
I pick up something, whatever's closest to me, and I throw it into the water.
You're gonna grab the hammer off of the big burly guy next to you. You're gonna grab a hammer off of his belt and try and hurl it at this guy. Make a
No,
strength.
I don't throw it. I don't throw it at him. I try and throw it at the water, but then I miss, and it just lands a few feet away from me.
Yeah, roll
I'm
a
like-
strength check.
I'm gonna fuck this up.
Watch this be the first like 19 you roll the entire game.
You know what? Fuck me,
Wow!
Shane.
You are
Aw.
best when you are not yourself.
I am wonderful.
Wow.
That's the true thing. I called that shit.
Get
Alright,
fucked.
So you yank the hammer and you huck it past his head in a very impressive display of strength you didn't even know you had.
Yeah. I look about as stunned as they do for a microsecond.
And the guy's gonna be like, kind of duck and be like, hold up his hands, like, sorry, Chief, sorry, I'll learn it quick, I promise. And he's gonna like kind of scurry off to another little campsite.
I point to the smallest guy because the small guys are always smart. Hold on one second. Hey, what? You're outside. Okay, I can't hear you past the air conditioner. What do you want? Sorry, I'm talking. What?
What do you
The
want?
light? You can turn it off. It's just in the laundry room. Sorry, roommate.
Okay.
What's going on? Okay, so
you said something. You were doing something.
yeah. So I look for the next smallest guy, and I ask him, well, how about you? Do you know the plan? Perhaps you would like to be my best assistant.
You're gonna find this short, somewhat stocky dude who's dressed in farmer garb. He's fucking freezing. He's looking miserable. Doesn't look happy. Looks guilty.
Huh.
Doesn't look happy. Looks guilty.
Sorry, I'm
Jethro's
eating at the
permanent
same time.
face.
And he's gonna he's gonna kind of like look up at you and he's gonna say, I'm sorry, Chief, I don't know the particulars either. And his eyes are gonna zone out and he's gonna be like, I just hope I don't have to kill too many people today.
Doesn't have. He says, "I hope I don't have to kill too many people today."
And you kind of get the idea that he isn't necessarily like the cold-blooded raider that the rest of them are. He's actually kind of just a guy swept up in all of this. He literally said he didn't want to have to kill too many people.
Okay, I'll file that away, and I'll like make a big theatrical sigh, and like raise my voice, and it kind of cracks as I'm saying this. And I'm like, does anybody here know what you're doing tonight?
Everybody's gonna kind of like stand around gawking. And one of the guys in the back is gonna be like, rape! And the whole crowd just go, rape!
Well, there you go. That's
And
what
now they've worked
I
into
want
a
to draw that as
frenzy.
a comic so bad, but Tumblr would find a way to be mad about it.
Oh,
Shit,
Oh,
that's
man, you should like convince them to sneak across the water, but not in boats. Make them swim.
oh, that's smart. Oh, that's really smart. Who is that? Can I tell who was talking? Okay.
That was me.
Oh, okay. It was coming through this mic, so
Yeah.
that's a really good idea. Well, okay. I'll tell him. You know what? Oh, and I like throw a fit, and I start throwing some more stuff, and like marching back and forth the way my dad does when he's all mad and drunk. And I'll be like, you know what? Just because now you know what you're doing, you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to rape. Yeah, that's right. you eat and you sleep and you think about what you're not thinking about. Right now. You're not my real sons.
This
And
is
then
wonderful.
I take whatever grog is nearest and I throw it back and I drink it and I.
They call
and
me Cedric the Impaler.
So,
And
and that'll give me
when-
time in the morning to send.
Whenever you do that, the big guy who's been shadowing you is gonna be like,
Aw.
"Yeah, tomorrow!" And everybody's like, "Yeah!" And there's just testosterone in the air, raised the temperature by 10 degrees.
Oh my god, it's in my clothes. Okay. So that's a thing that happens.
All right, so there's.
Damn it! Iron and Wine is in Charlotte right now.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
they're
that's-
performing right now at the Fillmore.
Oh, sweet.
Damn it!
All right,
Ah.
so the bandits follow about their business, eating, drinking, getting.
The only
ready.
people that I've been talking to all day long at work today have been small children going to see Ariana Grande, so I had no idea, sorry.
Damn it! I would have come.
Sorry, if I would have known, I would have said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so they do that. Your lieutenants follow you back to a campsite, Cedric. And whenever you guys like get situated, they're gonna look at you, and one of them's eventually gonna kind of voice up and say, "So, what is the plan, Chief?"
Well, you know, I would explain it to you right now, but I'm just really peeved. I'm peeved right off. And you guys have to go make camp over there, because I don't even want to look at you.
And this is the ranger
like the
looking
most-
guy.
Deep layered role playing experience I've ever had.
I think you spent more time not being Cedric than being Cedric.
I'm role playing Cedric, role playing his dad, role playing a bandit who's
Bandit
actually
leader.
in somebody else's body. Kill me.
Yeah, so deep.
So deep. So many layers. Such an
Okay.
onion. Wow.
This is wonderful.
Anyways.
yeah.
So, you guys, this is actually the somewhat smarter looking one. He's the lean half-elf ranger, and he's gonna kind of be like, "I would, except you pitched the camp into a battle frenzy and nobody knows the actual plan. They'd all ask. I'm trying to save face for you here."
I turn and I cross my arms and I look out across the river. How far is the river from the other shore?
At its narrowest, about 100 yards, not very wide, 300 feet-ish.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No.
Is it slightly frozen over?
Up the lake is, but the river itself is a gentle flow river.
Okay.
And you can definitely tell it's not actually very deep. Like, at its deepest, it's like 7-8 feet. And it's
Okay.
got next to no current. Which is why you guys are over here in the first place. You presumed that they probably crossed over at some point. Loaded
Okay.
all their shit on the stuff that floated and walked it and or swam the little bit that it was 8 feet deep and then walked it.
Well, everybody knows that Roomstead is guarded most heavily, I pause for emphasis, to the west. So, we must travel to the east and then down south, over the ice, so we can attack them from the north, where they will never see it coming.
What?
It may take all day, but by God, the rape will be worth it.
Seems legit.
The one guy's like, "Yeah, worthy rape."
You guys,
Yeah, the big guy's like
Rape
eating all
jokes
of
are
it.
not
He's
funny.
like, yeah, physical challenge.
quite literally not funny. Okay.
And so he's kind of swallowing it, but
Right.
the
Literally.
other ranger's gonna be like, all right. You say, and he's gonna get up and he's gonna say, I'm go inform the boys as you initially asked me to, and he's gonna head off.
Okay.
And the other guys have gotten sufficiently full and/or drunk that they're all like, one of them just kind of flopped over backwards and pulled his cloak over him, passed out, and everybody else is heading back to their tents.
Okay. I'm gonna take a walk. Well, actually, first I'll sit down and I'll pull out a notepad from my pack. Assuming he hasn't dumped everything from my pack.
No, it's still there.
So-
The book that Yama had was there.
Okay. I'll find a blank page or some scrap of paper and I'll kind of write out, Dear Jeffro, things up here are really, 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 really bad. Writing the
You're gonna
I
feel
appear...
like a hand kind of clamp on your shoulder, and you're gonna turn around. And it's gonna be the big guy who like
Uh-huh.
came back to like grab his sword. He's gonna be like
Yep.
looking over your shoulder at the book,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna be like, "Wait,
I didn't
Chief?"
notice him before.
Tell him it's fan fiction. Tell him it's fan fiction.
Dude, he can't read. I don't know why you're worried.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I wish I could read, Chief. You're the smartest out of all of us. He's
Still
gonna grab
tell him
his
it's
sword
fan
and walk
fiction.
away.
He sets his hand like gingerly on top of his giant paw and he like pats it. And he's like, we all have our strengths. Yours is crushing the heads with your bare hands and or thighs.
I'm the best head crusher in the valley.
Yep, that's right, buddy. You go do your thing, okay?
You know what the problem is, Jake? Like, you're making a couple of these guys relatively endearing.
I know, I really like them.
All right.
I'm gonna try and keep a couple of them, but we'll see how that goes. Okay. So, so I kind of shoo him off.
Yeah, he grabs his sword and heads off.
And I'm like, really, really, really bad. So I appear to have woken up, and there's a bunch of bandits up here.
So I'm leading an army.
So kind of like an army, like maybe 40 or 50 of them. And I think they really, really, really want to come to Roomstead, mostly for rape, but also to steal things, but also really lots of rape. And so that would be bad. Anyways, we're going to be marching, I guess, tomorrow in the evening, aiming to get there in the afternoon. We'll try and lead them over thin ice and drown all of them, and it will be terrible. I'll probably die. But I'm really, really sorry for anything the Skinwalker did. I hope you guys figured that one out pretty soon. Anyways, I'm sure it's fine. You guys are really smart, and you'll do well.
You've run out of page.
I've run out of page. I turn it over.
I turned it over.
I turn it over. Let's see here. Love Cedric. P.S. Tell my dad I'm really sorry. And then I roll it up, and I'll summon an eagle. Caw-caw! And I think it's like it could fly over there in an hour, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh,
If
yeah.
you knew that we were there.
Alright, so link the spell.
It is called Summon Monster 1, and I am looking it up now.
Alright.
Isn't there Animal Messenger?
I don't think I have it, unless it's in the spell book that was given to me, and I think it takes a little while to study.
Okay.
I can summon an eagle, and here is the list for the spells. I could also summon a dolphin, but I don't think he'd appreciate the cold water.
Or the land that he has to trek through after the
Yeah, just flops up on the deck and just starts waddling down.
Oh, here you go. You can summon a bloody human skeleton.
Oh
That
yeah,
would be-
I love that.
Yeah.
Or the pony.
Oh god, it's another skinwalker!
Kill Kill him with fire.
All right, so
Or a dog.
are you just gonna do it like right there where you are?
No, I'm gonna find somewhere private.
Okay. So
So if
you
I-
make your way away from camp a bit.
Yep. Find someplace sufficiently
Grab your
private.
little fingers and go eagle, 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 eagle.
Eagle, 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 eagle.
Legal.
And then I will call it back down
All right.
and tie the little message to its leg. And then I'll I'll write on the outside of the message to be given to Jeffro, and I'll draw like a really bad picture of his face, and
It's just like a really
actually, no,
angry
he's
face
a
with a
decent
beard.
artist. Yeah, he's a decent artist because he does all the technical drawings. Not
Is-
really a people artist, but he does a decent rendition, and he'll yeah, like no, but similar. So he draws him on it, and he's like, he's the stedholder's son, and this has to be given to him immediately. And I'll kind of give the date, and then I'll tell the eagle to fly down to that city because I can only assume that they must have gone there since it's the closest.
Okay.
And I'll tell him to, look for the general description of the party with the half elf and everything. You know what? And I'll draw them too, including the half elf, because those ears are kind of recognizable. So, and a picture of my buddy with his green hair, and I'll have an arrow to the hair, and it says green. So. And then I'll send off the eagle, Caw-caw! And hope that one of the nobody in the camp shoots it down for food.
That'd be hilarious.
All right.
All the Rangers roll perception.
You've already eaten dinner. They wouldn't shoot it down.
Fly quick, my feathered
No, they
friend.
could have just said it. Hey, check this out.
Boom.
Oh, I got it.
And then I'll settle down to sleep and be like, oh, I'm so fucked.
Okay.
And
so,
I won't sleep a wink.
All right. So the only thing that I actually have a question about to you guys, because it doesn't specifically say, is there's a range for the spell,
Hmm.
and it is for Kaiser. It's right now. It's you're level 3.
I think that's summon range.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I think that's the range you summoned it at, not the range at which it has to stay in.
No.
Alright. Good. Otherwise, it's going to fly 40 feet, and poof,
And then
and the
poof.
message was going to fall into the water.
No, that would be really funny.
And then, like, Cedric's face just sees it. And just looks like,
Ugh. No, I think it's the time restriction that's the biggest problem.
oh man, I hope it flies straight to the end and right into a window.
Actually,
No.
that's right. It only lasts for 3 rounds.
Well, it lasts for an hour, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, out of combat casting, I guess. I think that's a thing. The spell only says it lasts 1 round per level.
Yeah, I was kind of confused by that too, especially with the D, but whenever you guys said it lasted for an hour before, I was like, oh, okay. But
No, that's summon mount. Like, that's mount the spell.
oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't use summon monster 1.
Okay, I'll leave that up to you entirely then. I mean, it could be
It flies for 18 seconds and just poofs.
just
Yeah, okay. So, I worked it out, don't worry.
okay.
Especially in a way that makes sense for Cedric. Is you are going to, the eagle's going to take off, and you're going to see it flying and gaining some elevation and going over the river, and you're going to see a black shape kind of dart through the air, diving down on it, and you're going to see you swear you see the faint cackle of green electricity over the shadow as it smashes into your eagle, and and a slightly visual display of lights. There's small green arcs and a few white runes that kind of dissipate from the area, and you see an eagle fly and do a pass, or not an eagle, excuse me, an owl fly and do a pass right in front of you, carrying the letter that you'd given the eagle.
Oh.
And whenever it looks at you, you're going to feel a very intense extrasensory experience where
Whoa.
you can almost feel that your purpose and this creature's purpose, like you completely understand it and what it is about and what it is and what it is doing. And it's a feeling you've never had at all, ever. This is a connection with something you've never had in your life before. And it fills you with a calm confidence that it will do what you summon the eagle for, and it's going to fly into the night and you're not going to see it anymore.
Huh. Okay.
And you're going to turn around, and the half-elf ranger lieutenant's going to be leaning right against a tree watching the whole thing.
Was he watching me summon too?
Yep. And he's going to look at you, and he's going to say, he's like working on a piece of jerky. And he's going to say,
Did I fail a perception roll to notice him there?
you were casting. He like walked up on your casting. Yeah.
Why does
Also-
everybody always walk in on my casting?
Also, well, first off, he passed the perception, flying color. Secondly, he passed the stealth, flying colors. Cedric's not a hard person to sneak up on.
That's true.
He's gonna be like working on a piece of jerky and be like, thought you said you weren't getting the hang of the magic.
I made a big breakthrough.
And he's gonna say,
Looking away from him so he doesn't see the stark terror on my face.
and he's gonna be like, can you summon more? And he's just gonna be like following you casually. You're not gonna hear any kind of scrutiny in his voice or anything.
Should I make a sort of a scrutiny roll for that?
You can.
Oh, let's see here.
Sense motive.
Yeah, yeah. I can summon fucking loads of eagles. Just eagles flying out of my fingertips.
Somebody had that problem before.
I shit eagles now. Let's see here. Scrutiny. What would it be? Sense motive, probably. So +2. Roll 1d20 +2. I got 11. That's probably a negatory.
He seems to be genuinely, I don't know, impressed that you've managed to perform a small magic trick.
Yeah. I look down to my fingertips and I kind of turn them over and over again. I'm like, no. Maybe I should give it another try. Let's give it a shot. And I'll look at, let's see, what skills do I have left? I don't know, they're all fucked up now because I started crossing things off when I was a skin changer and now I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You will have had like a full rest between then and now, so if you want to pick a spell and just say you have it, I'm fine with it.
Okay, let me see what I've got. Like oogity boogity, anything could happen, and so I'll summon up a floating disc. Yeah, that works. And so I do that.
You summon it up, and the ranger is gonna like kind of let out like a and like keep working on the jerky. And,
I'll walk over to it and poke it.
It kind of, you hear like an odd like whoom, and it's gonna like kind of maintain its altitude without much give.
Nice. I step on it and try using it kind of like a skateboard.
I'm sure that's like a part of what the spell actually does. So you're gonna have to link it to me.
Yeah, it actually, so the rules as I know them behind floating disc, and I'm giving you the link right now, but as I remember, it follows behind you at a 3 meter radius, or a 3 foot radius, I think. Floating disc.
I used to use it to trip people up.
And it can lift up to 100 pounds. Yeah, it's good for tripping people up. I came up with a way to make a car out of it. But that's neither here nor there. Here's the spell. I imagine it's entirely up to you on how it is affected whenever you're actually stepping on it and propelling it. So, but I don't know. Cedric is probably over 100 pounds, so it's probably
It's
floating.
100 pounds per
around.
caster level, so it's 300 pounds.
Oh, per Kessler? Okay, so it's 300 pounds. So,
If not otherwise directed, it maintains a 5-foot distance between you and itself, but you can obviously direct it to.
yeah. Okay, so I putter around on it. I'm like, huh, this is neat.
Yep. And him and a few other bandits are gonna be like kind of watching in awe.
Put, 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 put. I'm like, you know what? I think I'll keep this body. I think I'll keep it forever. Sure wish the voice wouldn't crack.
And you're gonna get like some claps like, ah, it's cheap.
Yeah.
We're invincible now. And everybody kind of you just made their mood even better.
Okay, but now I want to get rid of them, so I'm gonna point to one of them and I'm like, why don't you give it a try? And I'll direct it to kind of, go in some certain direction at a certain speed and just tell it to go. And I'll let them chase after and fight to get on it.
And after it goes like 40 feet from you, it just poofs out, and they're like, oh.
While it's doing that, can I find that guy who was like a little disenchanted with this whole situation?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna try and pull him aside and make sure that fucking elf is somewhere else.
Yeah, he kind of goes back to minding his own business somewhere else.
Okay. And assuming we're alone, I'm gonna kind of tap him on the shoulder and be like, so, progress report. How are you feeling about all this? Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
You like tap him on the shoulder, he's gonna turn around and realize it's you and be like, oh, and he's gonna like back up like 10 feet.
I put my hands up and I'm like, it's okay. It's just a, staff report.
I love that.
He's gonna like look around. He's gonna look around and like not seeing all the lieutenants around. He's gonna be like, me.
Yeah, you.
How I feel.
Yeah, sure.
He's gonna like kind of look around once again, like he doesn't believe, like that you actually want to know. And he's like really hesitant about actually voicing his opinion.
I'm gonna try and make a check to see if he's being like completely honest with me and he's not just like faking it.
No, this guy's pretty sincere. Like he legitimately is afraid to tell you his opinion.
Okay, I'm gonna lean in really close, like kind of tug him down to listen. And like, what if I told you I'm not your boss anymore, and I kind of swapped back, and all these guys seem pretty rapey, and I'd really just like to go home.
He's gonna look at you and be like, you and me both. I originally signed up to get from under the oppressive boot of some of these stead holders, but I didn't want to hurt people.
If this were an only war game, this guy would be my new comrade.
Yeah. He's gonna be like, I've done more things than I've ever wanted to. I wish I could go home too, but I don't think there's a home for me anymore.
Well, what'd you do?
He's gonna like glaze up and he's gonna say, he's gonna like hold up his thumb and be like, Anya, 7 years old. He's gonna say, hold on, I need a list of names here. He's gonna say Anya, 7 years old. Mona, 9 years old. Kane, 11 years old.
When you say did
Wait a minute, you did them?
Hmm?
What do you mean did them? And he looks really uncomfortable.
He's gonna like look around and be like, why do you think they didn't want me at my stead?
Oh my god. Oh no!
He's gonna say, I feel bad and realize that there's no home for me anymore. If I could say I'm sorry, I would.
Did you? I hope you mean that you killed them. Oh my god.
Well,
Right.
see you make a new friend there, buddy.
So I'm gonna be over here.
You just told us
You know what? Let's we're gonna have a walk across the ice tomorrow. It's gonna be great.
He's
Gonna
gonna,
be great.
yeah, he's gonna be like, and like go back about his business.
Holy shit. Cedric sleeps with both eyes open.
Alright.
So I'm gonna pick all the spells that I haven't spent today.
And run
So
the
I've
fuck
got-
away.
Yeah, and then run the fuck away. I think, yeah, I'm gonna run the fuck away in the night. When
Okay.
fucking elf guy's distracted, because creepy motherfucker be creeping up all up on my shit.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna get rid of enlarge person, because I don't need that anymore. And I'm gonna...
That's the best way to run away. Make yourself really large and be like, "Rah!" through camp.
No, man, I'm gonna get on a floating disc and just putter it away. How
Yeah,
fast
over
can
the
those things-
water. It can move
Yeah.
up to your movement speed. And it lasts
Yeah, I'm
an
just
hour
gonna-
per round. You can like
Yeah, I'm
you just
just
hop
gonna
and
putter-
hoverboard over the lake.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Okay, make a stealth check to try and slip away from everybody.
Okay, let's give this a shot. Oh my god, this is such a bad situation. All these people are terrible people.
That guy seemed pretty legit, right?
Yeah,
right up until
yeah,
he
he
starts
sure
talking.
did for a little while. And then he wasn't at all.
At least he was regretful about it, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least he
Yeah.
killed bad guys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to kill anybody.
He just wants to rape children.
Just wants to rape children.
Just little
Holy
girls. Just be raping
Yeah,
little girls.
Yeah, I putter across the wire like...
Was that your stealth roll?
Yeah, sure was.
All right. Well,
Hopefully
let me-
they're used to you
But
leaving
I
in the
would've-
night.
Like, I should probably point out that I would have gone away from the camp to summon the spell.
Okay. Well, that's why the opposed perception would be for just like somebody who might like it's not like some keen eye super ranger spotting. It's just
Yeah.
oh wow.
Woo!
And away Cedric goes. You
This is just a comedy of errors up here.
So Cedric, you putter away with seemingly nobody noticing you.
Right then. So I just put her across the water, and I'm gonna ride this disc as long as it doesn't dump me on my ass.
Alright.
All the way to Roomstead.
All right. So you hit the shore in Roomstead. It's like a fishing pier you can just hop up onto. And there you go,
The
it's-
fisherman who's out there at 3 a.m. drinking just like stares at you.
yeah, no, most of the lights are off. Actually, there's like not a soul to be seen. There's a huge ass like wooden building that dominates probably a quarter of all architecture of Roomstead. That looks like one single building.
That's probably where the stead holder is.
Yep.
I'll go there and I'll knock at the door and hope my friends are there.
Okay, so Whiston, whenever you're laying out the bedroll, you hear knock, knock, knock in the next room over where the entrance door is.
And, it's like 1 a.m. So.
Oh, you're
Far away.
It's like 1 a.m., so I'm probably going to be like, "Is somebody here? Jethro, I'm going to go check the door."
I'll say wait and hold out a dagger to him.
I just nod, take the dagger, and tuck it into my back. Like, keep my hand behind my back. I go and open the door like a crack and look at.
And you see a very cold, a very sad, and a slightly scruffy with like 3 chin hairs Cedric. Looking all sorts of bewildered and nervous and alone.
You guys see
And
that?
then Winston just like stares at him for like a long moment, and it's like, holy shit.
Oh, wait a second.
He'll like
no.
close the distance and hug you really, really tight. He's like, "There's rapists and bandits and pedophiles coming. Jesus Christ, close the gates."
Winston's just like, wait, what was biscuit?
Gravy.
All right, bud. Yeah. Oh man, they thought I killed you.
I kind of wish you did. Kind of wish you did.
Jethro, get in here.
I will. I'm gonna show up in like no armor and with another dagger because I tend to have those. Actually, no. It'll be a damn dinner fork or a
Look
dinner
what I
knife.
found.
I'll have pulled a dinner knife off the table. I'll kind of look. He'll look just flatly at him and go, biscuit.
And
He already
gravy.
said gravy.
Gravy. Oh my God.
I'll be like
it's
biscuit
so terrible.
one more time. Biscuit.
Gravy. Gravy.
I'm going to roll a sense motive.
He literally believes gravy is the answer to his salvation right now.
And I'll ask him, the night after you talked to Yama, what did we talk about?
I was probably gonna be in trouble and have to go to the stead hole and work as a wizard, and I don't want to. Jeffro, and he like comes up to you and takes you by the sleeves and kind of like shakes you without being able to shake you.
I'm gonna hold a knife. I'm gonna hold the dinner knife up to his face. I'll be like, next one. I'll be like, what invention? What fucking invention did we talk about?
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. For your life, you better remember.
Yeah.
Jethro's a maniac!
Come on, Jethro. It's obviously him. We've already killed the Skinwalker.
Actually trying to remember what invention.
I'm gonna hold my hand up and be like, shut the fuck up.
Well, I
Shut
mean,
up.
there's all kinds of inventions I want to make. I want to make the ones with magic. I would like to sell them and improve the common good, but there's no way I can do it because we're all gonna get killed by bandits who want to rape us and the children.
Yeah, he keeps saying that. It makes me uncomfortable.
I'm just gonna kind of step forward a little bit with the blade and be like, what invention?
Jethro, come off it, man.
Was it the time I mentioned like the fire in the oven and the ointment that like raised rock and stuff like that?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Yeah. He mentions that one.
Sense motive.
It's what he talked about.
Okay, clatter of knife, bear hug.
He takes it eagerly, hugs you back
And
very
you can't
tightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he
Yep,
chokes
take a
and
point of
dies.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I take 1 point of damage, and I'll actually mark that down on the sheet. So he takes a.
Jethro, you're hurting him, bud.
I'll be like, it'll be like he's gonna hug you so quickly that you don't get a chance to wrap your arms around him. He's just gonna like straight bear hug, like arms pinned to the side.
I'm like Jeffrey.
And you're gonna hear
you
just
really know. You gotta know.
Winston's gonna be like, don't kill him again.
yeah. I'll be whispering like, I didn't kill you.
me?
I didn't thank the gods. I didn't kill you. I didn't kill you.
You killed me? Never mind. Doesn't matter. There's bandits. Bandits up north. Really close. They're coming to ransack the town tomorrow, but maybe tonight. But I told them to go across the thin ice, so maybe they will, but maybe they won't. It's hard to say. But there's totally like rapists and pedophiles and all kinds of terrible people up there, like 40 of them.
Winston just like leans back against the wall and is like, does it never end? We need to
No!
We need to tell Mr. Roomstead
It doesn't ever end.
and Katya.
I want to
No,
point out that coming to Roomstead was Weston's idea.
I can only imagine what my roommates
it
must
totally
think of
was.
just screaming. They're literally outside the door. Fuck.
I'm going to after realizing that, I'll kind of put him down, which oddly enough is like a good you're like a foot off the ground
It's a good
beforehand.
foot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're a good
he's
foot off the ground.
no, actually he's 5'8". He's pretty
yeah,
tall,
okay.
just scrawny.
Yeah, I think. What did I put mine at? What, 6'6"?
Holy shit, you're taller than Whiston.
Yeah, he's 5'8" and 140 pounds.
No, okay, this one's 6'4" and 250. All right. So
So
yeah,
you're just thick. I'm just a kind of gangly but tall guy.
And I weigh as much as you do too, and I'm 2 inches shorter than you.
nice. Yeah. Apparently, I'm just some kind of weird like anomaly. Then everybody's tiny. I'll put them down and be like, and then once you realize and tell us the story, I'm gonna kind of pinch the bridge of my nose, going, I gotta tell him more shit now. Damn.
Well, should we wait until the morning or should we tell him now?
No, we can't. And I'll go to wake his ass up.
All right, you go and knock on his door.
How far away is it from the cabinet?
Probably like 40 feet. Like it's away.
I'll get to 11 feet, realize I can't, then go say, "Can someone do that for me? I can't leave the sword."
Yeah. I'll go wake him up.
All right, so Whiston, you go knock, knock, knock. No answer for about like 30 seconds. Knock, 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 and you're gonna hear like some thumping, and his wife Martha's gonna like open up the door a crack and be like, Sir Whiston, what can we help you with at this hour?
What's the guy's first name?
The guy's first name? Norden.
Norden, that's it.
Martha, I gotta talk to Norden. There's news just came in.
The room is father. Yes, yes. What news? Is it urgent?
Yes. It could be it could put the entire stead in danger.
Why do you say that to the wife? Oh my god.
And she's gonna like, she's gonna like, oh, and you start working her into a tizzy, and she's gonna like, no, like you're gonna hear like Norden dear, up. The little green one said that we're in danger again.
I just roll my eyes and then wait for the guy to show up.
All right, it's gonna take him probably about 2 minutes to like get up, and you're gonna be like, Ugh.
Cedric followed me.
And he's finally gonna like on his feet, and he's gonna come
Cedric,
over.
get over here.
And he's gonna be like, what is it?
Hello, hi.
Another one
And
of
he
your
bows
friends?
really low.
No, this was. Remember we said we had a friend who got possessed? Or swapped bodies, right?
Hi, that's me, I guess.
And he's gonna like look at you, and between like the sleep, the confusion, the outlandish story, and these guys like not being the best guests in the world, he's gonna be like kind of frustrated, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna look at Whiston and be like, if you're gonna kill him, take him outside.
No, sir.
What?
Sir, there's a bandit encamped on the other side of the river.
Sir, there's all kinds of terrible people up north. They're coming down here immediately. They want to rape your 9-year-olds, and it's terrible.
Winston looks at Cedric's like, God, what the hell, Cedric?
I don't fucking know. That's what he said. There's like a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old.
Stop talking.
Ah.
We reckon there's about 40 strong.
Good thing there's nobody under the age of 45 at the stead. You're safe.
You're fucking safe.
Oh, it's a bunch of old people. Never mind.
We'll try the next hole.
It's the same group we ran into in the woods towards the dam. They're about 40 strong, with well equipped for bandits. They I saw a couple of them who had garrison here.
There's an elf. He's really sneaky. Hey, have you seen an owl?
And they're leaderless. Oh wait, did I just kill Leah's killer?
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Sweet.
Yeah, we killed Picard.
So, Katya, you totally got denied your revenge.
I ain't mad, bro.
She ain't mad, bro.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's cloven in
His head's,
twain.
his head's
Okay,
in the
well,
back.
then it's fine.
I thought you guys burned the body.
Oh, I still got the head.
Oh. Why?
Head. Huh?
So we can burn it.
I was going to show it to Lord Havens.
Alright. So you guys, you do that, and he's gonna say, Room's father is gonna be like, oh. And he's gonna say, what do you know of their plan?
I made their plan.
Well, I kind of made the plan because they didn't really seem to know what they were doing. So I tried to pull them off.
and then Winston just like turns around, and is like, "Wait, what?"
Well, they asked me, and so I tried to give them the worst plan I could think of, which was to wait a day and go in the evening, and then go across the thin ice to come down from the north.
And he's gonna like look at you and be like, you told them how to attack my stead.
To be fair, they thought he was the bandit leader.
You're the
Well-
bandit leader.
No,
They-
he's not the
no.
bandit. They just
But-
think he was the bandit leader because he swapped bodies with the skinwalker who was the bandit leader that we killed.
So you still told them how to attack my stead.
Well, they were planning on coming from the north across the water, which means they'd kind of be here now. But yeah, I guess kind of. Am I in trouble?
You know where? Look, we know where we can expect them. We can mount a counterattack.
He's just gonna be like, he's gonna like run his hand over his face and be like,
And then
it's just like, Martha, this is why I do not deal with the trappings of the other holds.
Well,
Winston
technically,
just nods and
happy
like,
of-
I know that feel, bro. I know that feel. It's
This is-
every day of my life.
He's gonna say, he's like, great, ruin is coming to my hold. It's gonna be costly. And he's gonna say,
If we can get Yama up to battle capacity, he could help set up defenses. What kind of manpower are we looking at in this
I
hold?
think you're overestimating how much Yama gives a shit.
Yama doesn't want to die.
You could just roll out.
Yeah, and then he has to explain to Garrison why he didn't help when one of the
Yeah.
holds came under attack by
One sentence. You ready for it? You ready for it? I'm the fucking wizard.
it would really
Pretty-
depend on the situation.
Okay.
If
Good.
Yama abandoned it, it'd be because there's no hope.
Okay, fine. I'm overestimating how much of a douche Yama is. I apologize.
No, but the situation is pretty bleak, which is what this guy's getting to. You ask him what his manpower is, and he's gonna say 20.
20.
20 people under 65.
How many of them are?
Kinda...
How many of them are
That
above
sounds like
13?
your problem. Let's leave.
Winston just kind of slumps against the wall. He's like, oh, really?
Did you get your weapons back yet?
No.
So
It's still it's 1 a.m. in the night that we went to bed.
So now we know this army is coming. Can we have our weapons back?
Well, you're not actually having the conversation with this guy yet, but he's saying there's no way my stead could fend off. We don't even have a defensible position, let alone against 40 fighting men. He's gonna shake his head and he's gonna say we have to go.
Could we not set a trap for them on the ice, break it under them while they try to cross?
Assuming they attempt to cross that manor once they realize their leader is gone.
Oh god.
Once they've been betrayed, if they figure out they've been betrayed, that would be time and resources we could be caravanning out of here.
All right, then we'll evacuate.
Rouse the stead.
Why aren't I having a conversation with him about weapons?
Because you're
And the
asleep.
stead's aroused.
When did I go to sleep?
You've been asleep since like 10, and nobody ever woke you up when Cedric got back.
Rude.
Because it's been like 5 minutes, and we went straight to the guy because the whole stead's in danger.
Yeah, so he's saying rouse to stead to Whiston and Cedric.
That's something I can do. And then I'm gonna run upstairs and grab Katya and everybody else and just be like, call the arms!
Yeah, whenever you go back into your room that you had for the three of you guys, Whiston, you're gonna walk in, and there's gonna be a hole in the window, and there's gonna be a barn owl sitting on the post of your bed with the letter in its beak, looking pretty smug.
Pretty smug.
What the shit? What?
Well,
I snatch the letter, and then I'll be like, Cedric!
I come running up.
I just throw the letter in his face. It's like, your owl fucking broke the window.
Ow.
Yeah, Cedric, when you come walking in, you see in fine detail this mottled gray barn owl, pretty large bird, sitting there with green eyes, and anytime Whiston gets close to it or motions at it, it makes like an angry like click of its beak at him, but otherwise is sitting there on the bedpost, and whenever you come in, it's gonna make a pleasant, like almost friendly, like little chirp at you, and kind of flap its wings a little bit and look a little excited to see you.
I kind of hold. Things real.
You what?
You're cutting out.
Yeah, you're cutting out really bad.
Thing out.
Yeah, you're still cutting out.
To it. Ah, gee. That must be cutting out.
this is bad. Throwing it out there. This is bad.
Alright. Guys, are you there?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Maybe I just needed
Okay.
a few minutes to clear up.
Yep. Okay, I hold my hand out to it and I tell it, I'm like, oh, come, you're a cutie, come here.
And it's gonna flap its wings and jump over to your arm and settle on it. It's actually fairly heavy. It's like a 25-pound bird.
Oh man, look at these things. They're so cool. So cute. It's like, oh, you're a cute little thing. And he'll kind of dick around with the owl while you guys are doing your thing. Just like
Yeah.
trying to
It gives
trying
like
to
a
figure
few.
it out.
It gives like a few friendly nibbles on your finger. You can like kind of scratch it on its neck, and it kind of poofs up its feathers and make it look like 3 times bigger.
I hit the expand button.
Yeah. So Whiston, like you're getting all your shit on and putting on all your stuff, and Cedric's
device.
like, ooh, and like poke it, and it's like boop, and now it's like this big fur ball on his arm. It's like bigger than he is.
Cedric giggles.
Yeah. So you got a bird, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. It ate my eagle, so I guess this one's mine. Maybe the eagle is still inside of it.
Don't have a response to that. Cedric, get your gear if you have any, and we gotta go wake up the rest of the town. Do you have any, like, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't be casting magic anymore. I'm gonna go shout a lot. So
Okay, I haven't slept in a very long time, so I think I might sleep now.
No, we gotta get everybody onto carts and get out of here. You can sleep in the cart.
Oh.
We get the rallying everybody.
Is the wizard okay?
No.
Oh.
We think he's been poisoned, but he's
yeah, we think you killed him.
Yeah.
I killed him?
Yeah.
No, not you.
I'm so sorry. Oh god, he starts like getting really upset.
Jethro, it's not his. Why did you?
I misspoke. I'm sorry.
Oh, I killed him back, so we're even.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get the
gosh.
get the.
What? What were his symptoms? What happened?
Just lots of vomiting and dying. So, yeah, we tried to stop it.
Can I make a nature roll to try and figure out what he could have been poisoned by in that part of the woods?
Sure.
I've got nature and
I'm here. I go and I grab Yama's like stash of hardtack and rations and stuff. It's like, if you want to look through there and see if you can find out if his food was poisoned. But we've got a village to raise.
okay, to burn, raise to the ground.
No, not. Damn
I
it.
know. So I rolled a 12 and I've got a 20.
That part of the woods, there's definitely some fairly toxic fungi. You inspect the berries and stuff. Everything's fine. Nothing that causes what he chose was very well
Very
selected
specific. Yeah.
and healthy, and he knew what he was doing. So
Yeah.
you would be led to believe that his hardtack has been altered and poisoned.
Okay, so let's see here. I've got what spells do I have?
No.
I have a detect poison I could
Oh,
conjure
okay, yeah,
up.
that seems okay. Just don't let anybody see you do that.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna get the guy to let us have our gear back out of the chest.
Yeah, I'm gonna start knocking on doors and rallying people in an orderly manner.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, what are you up to?
I am walking down the stairs, sleepily rubbing my eyes, but in full gear with all the rest of my weapons. Because I'm awesome, and I have 3, and he only took 1.
Resistance. Let's
All
see
right,
what that
so
does.
you come
I'm just
down
gonna walk
and
downstairs, slinging my longbow over my shoulder.
yeah. So you come down and Jethro and Whiston are all in a hurry getting kitted out.
Oh, he does give us our weapons?
Oh yeah, he totally opens it back up. Because
Hey,
he's telling you grab all your shit. We're going now.
Jake, this is a bit of a fluff call, so I'll let you make it. The only spell I have that's even mildly helpful in this situation is called Resistance. And the description is, you imbue the subject with magical energy that protects it from harm, gaining a +1 resistance to bonus on saves. Could this be something that helps?
Yeah, it's only for one round though, isn't it?
It's a cantrip though, so I could potentially cast it a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those. Okay. No, it would.
It would not. Okay.
No, not in this case. I don't
Is
know
there
if
anything in
anybody-
this book?
There is a spell for poison. It's called delay poison or something. I had it on my druid.
Yeah, I don't have it. Unless his spell book has that in it, I might be SOL.
Meh.
Meh.
Alright. So you guys go around and you knock on doors and all manner of people, old and wizened, take for fucking ever to get up and legitimately to rouse everybody and make sure they're actually up, explain what's going on, explain where to go. The whole process takes about 2 to 3 hours. And all said and done, there's about 60 people. There's 2 kids under the age of 15. There's 2 or 3 people under the age of 45, and everybody else is older. It's 60 years old.
It's like a retirement home.
So
Pretty
God,
much.
now the 3 of us have to get 60 plus geriatrics through the wilderness of Tyrell and back to Haven's Holt
At night, in the cold. With the dying wizard.
with a dying wizard.
But yeah,
Yep.
blankets.
At least they have warm stuff.
Yeah. So, you guys go and rouse everybody up, and you're going to come to the stables and realize we really don't have that many livestock.
Jethro is appalled by how poorly defended, managed, structured, equipped this place is. These people should have been ripped away from the world by nature. like 30 fucking years ago.
Well, they're about to be.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like,
I
always
mean,
Children
heard.
maybe
first.
natural selection. They're all really
Yeah.
old and are gonna die anyway. Maybe we
Yeah.
should just take the young kids and
I'm
dip.
saying, Jethro heard tell that these people suck, but
But they're still stadholders and they're still part of Torellen.
yeah, that's the situation. I'm still gonna help,
And
but
the issue is, they just
Well, they're
have so
totally
much
not gonna
fucking
thank you.
money. Anytime they've been threatened, they just call a fucking mercenary company.
Fucking ye old Jews.
what?
That's what it is. They control. They do the trade thing here. So that's what they do. They
They
just
do
trade.
the trade thing.
They
All
do the
right,
trade thing.
Kaiser.
Yeah,
Ah, I caught that, Moses.
But anyway,
I was gonna go for space Jews, but then I remember we're not playing Dark Heresy.
Alright, so Jethro, you run down to their barn stable area, which is obviously, and it's very nicely crafted, but you can obviously see there's one oxen. And no, I'm not shitting you to shit on you. I literally rolled a d10 and rolled a 1.
How
Fucking awful.
are we supposed to do this? Do they have horses?
So, how do they get to market day?
They've got 3 horses, 1 oxen.
Who goes to market day then?
They don't
Like
bring that
2
shit to them.
people.
I'm assuming they have a cart then.
Yeah, of course, they've got a cart.
And you said there's like what, 60 people all told?
Yep.
How many people are in it?
It's about 40.
40? No, how many people are in the stead all told? count.
60.
60 you said? Okay. Let's get the infirm and Yama on the wagon.
Well,
And
they're
we'll
probably not
start-
gonna fight to the man if they find a lot of resistance. I mean, they're just here to rob, right?
No, they're going to kill everybody and rape them.
Well, I mean, it's not like, so say we kill half of them, I don't think the rest are going to try and charge in to try and kill the rest of us.
That makes sense, but we don't have a damn chance. There's 40 guys against, what, 20 that are going to get pasted, even with them standing and fighting, and the 5 of us.
Well, they're also outside of our walls. This place has...
There's
Oh,
no
No
walls.
walls.
Oh. Let's
There's
leave.
no defenses, yeah. There's no walls, there's no gate, there's no defenses. This thing is supposed to be fucking dead.
Oh. Huh. Well, alright
Yeah, we're
then.
fucked. Let's start pouring out.
Okay. So you guys get everybody rounded up. It is now approaching the wee hours of the morning. Everybody's all grumbled, and you see people just there's 3 carts, and there's 4 animals. So you figure out how you guys want to do that.
And build a cart.
That'll take too much time.
I think I'm gonna rest to reset
How
my
many
skills.
people can a cart hold?
Depends what you do with your animals.
Hook them up to the fucking carts.
Yeah, but you have 4 animals, 3 carts.
Yeah.
What kind
And-
of horses are they?
Well, okay.
One
out of
horse-
The, out of the 60 people, only 40 of them are elderly. So the 20 people who would be fighting the bandits are just going to march on foot.
Right.
So now we got to divide 40 people into 3 carts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jethro, this is, if you want, there is a confusion in the air about what to do. Everybody's going to be like coming, and they're going to be bringing like a bunch of stuff, like boxes, small little
Right.
chest
I'm go-
things, and they're going to like come over up to the carts, and you're going to
Start
hear like
loading
a
shit.
really loud, like an incredibly loud like thump as they put it on, and a heavy scraping as they push their box back, and the next family's going to come up and thump and push their
I'm gonna
chest
jump
back.
I'm gonna jump on the thing. I'm like, stead holders.
And
This
they're-
is no time to save anything but your lives.
This is our lives. Like one of them's gonna cry out.
Look, man, you either want to save your shit or you want to save your life. So we can take all of this really nice stuff with us. That's fine. You can stay here and die, or you can put that stuff in the car on the ground and get in this car and live. Your choice.
Well, what's going to pay for our food next week?
Man, we'll handle it when we get there, but at least you'll be alive.
Alright. And
I
at
will-
that, everybody's gonna like grumpily like start kind of putting down all their
Yeah.
boxes and stuff
That's
like
what
that.
I
All right.
thought.
I'll get back down from the thing, and my speech easily handled by 2 sentences from the elf.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So,
you can't be nice to people.
I agree. You win.
yeah. So they're otherwise than that, but you're gonna start seeing that everybody's gonna be trying to cram into the carts.
And I will announce that only those that cannot walk, only those that cannot get on, will be able to. We're allowed to ride on the carts. Everyone else must march.
They're all gonna like look around, and then go back to trying to shove and get on the carts.
All
Alright,
right.
so we'll at least need to separate out the 20 people who.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real easy to do. So
Alright.
you separate them out and you tell them that they're going to be on foot, and they have all manner of archaic weaponry, like a hide shield that's like fucking disintegrating and dry rotting,
Right.
a spear that's got like more splinters like than an actual sharp spearhead, very very tarnished weaponry, dusty, a sword in a scabbard that's actually stuck, it won't come out.
Yeah. These people disgust me. I will actually make the point that heirlooms there will be an effort to save the heirlooms on a return trip for those that actually do walk and don't use the carts.
And they're gonna be fine with that. They're ready. They'll at least walk, and that's the important part. They may not be the
Right.
best armed.
Right.
And
Now,
of course,
I'll-
everybody wants you to save their heirlooms. That's why they all
Yeah.
fucking brought them.
Yeah, but there'll be a greater effort made, or otherwise they're just going to get their asses left. We got to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. All right. So it's about 6 in the morning. You guys figure it all out. It's 8 to 10 people per cart. So you got the 20 walking. You've got another
30.
10. Yeah, you've got 30 in the carts. And so you've got 20 walking, 30 in the carts, and an extra 10 who are just spry enough to walk on foot.
Right.
And you guys.
And I'll actually rotate out cart sits.
Okay.
For these infirm individuals in general. Like I'm gonna walk the entire time. The 20 will walk
Yeah.
with the occasional resting,
Cut.
but we'll rotate out.
Katya and I are going to take the front of the caravan and let Jethro bring up the rear with Cedric.
I'll bring up the row Cedric. I'll keep a sharp eye on Yama, but I'll let everyone rotate out. I'll say that everyone gets a turn taking resting, but we got to go before we all die.
The healer lady brings up 2 chests to you, Jethro.
Yeah.
And she's going to open them, and it's going to be all those phenomenally expensive healing things.
Those are actually fucking useful.
Alright, so she's going to put them on the cart.
Right. And I'll explain to those who have an issue that shit's healing. Box of healing.
So when we inevitably get injured
Box O healing.
people on this trip,
Yeah.
then we're going to need to use those.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys set out about 6:30 in the morning, and Jethro, it is agonizingly slow.
Yeah.
Like, the carts are heavy for a single animal to be pulling. The only one that's actually going with any speed is the one that's got 2 horses on it.
Yeah.
Everything else is just agonizingly slow. And exceptionally,
Frustrating, honestly.
yeah.
I'm gonna check on. I'll
Have you
talk
let her
to
out
the,
yet tonight?
I'll talk to the healer lady and ask him, is there any way she can halfway try to get Yama to come to?
She's gonna shrug and say, he is stronger than last night, but he may not be conscious for a few more days.
Fuck. I'm gonna slap him. See if I can get his ass up.
No, You listed a few facial responses, but he's not at all
Shit.
conscious.
Cedric is probably not too far by and
No,
fairly
I'll
upset.
turn to Cedric. I'll say, send your owl to Havensholt. Let Garrison know what's going on and to meet us on the road.
Okay, I think I can do that. And he'll let's see. So the steadholder is your dad, right?
No, Havensholt, not Airstead.
Oh, Havenshold. Do you know the name of the steadholder there?
Yeah,
Lord
Havens.
Havens. Or Captain
Maybe-
Okemos would be a good one.
Oh, yeah, Lord Captain Akimos would work just as well.
You should
Yeah, good
probably
luck.
write the letter because Winston didn't really like my letter.
All right, I will. I'll do it.
I didn't
You
actually.
guys
do
like
it,
didn't
letter.
even tell him about the window. You're like, yeah, the bandits did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it. I will write. I'll sign with like the sigil of air or whatever. And it'll be kind of shitty writing because I'm writing like on Cedric's back, like we're walking, and I'm like scribbling while he's walking with his head
If
down.
you would mind, perhaps you would mind bringing some potpourri. Make sure you
Yeah.
put it on the very end there.
Yeah, but I'll very matter of factly break down the situation. Almost everybody dead. We're able to get the ice dams down. Went to Roomstead. Yama's unresponsive. Roomstead's about to be taken out by bandits. Have villagers moving up the road. Send help, if possible.
Help.
Rape
Yeah,
it's
it's-
really rapey. Please help.
Yeah, 10 rapers raping. 5
10
pillagers.
rapers raping.
Yeah.
9 pedophiles pedophiling.
Yeah.
God, it's terrible. Everything is
5
terrible.
Was it 5 impaled kids?
Oh no.
4 big lieutenants.
Was it 3? Oh god, 3 something.
3 wily rangers.
Yeah,
5 fingers on one hand. No, 6 fingers on one hand.
yeah. 3 wily rangers.
And a half elf.
2 halves of their skinwalker.
Yeah.
And 1 Cedric guy.
All right. But yeah, I love keep it very matter of fact and sign it Jethro and say, "Away, bird."
Way.
Yep.
You like make a motion with your hand and it's like not gonna take off until Cedric's like, go.
Go find the place.
Alright, let's see.
Fly, you fools.
Fly, you fools.
Let's see here.
I'll actually turn to Cedric and actually go, that's kind of nifty.
Yeah, I thought so too.
It's the first thing I'm halfway okay with because I understand animals.
Yep. And as it flies off, you're gonna hear a few caws coming out of the forest, and a flock of griffs is gonna rise up and start chasing it.
What?
Oh no.
It'll be okay.
Like you see Cedric at the window, like no.
I just met him and he's my best
Oh,
friend.
I like him. He's the first friend I've had.
Oh man.
Oh. That's funny and terrible.
Oh, you're such a dick. It's wonderful. Okay, moving on. I'll be like, well, I'll say, well, shit, and then just kind of shrug it off as laws of nature and continue about my business.
Cedric like falls down on his knees, face at the window, hands clasped at the side of his
Yeah,
head,
no.
falling.
No, we're just gonna grab Cedric by the shoulder and
Yeah,
drag him out
I'll
of the
grab
room.
Cedric by the collar and continue dragging him down the road.
Gotta go, buddy.
That's funny.
Forward. There we go. There's no way we can make it across not road, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely no way.
just up the road.
What's its fly speed?
Oh, he's actually calculating whether I just fucked.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, how do you revive a dead familiar?
I think you just get a new one at some point.
Alright, flies 13 miles an hour.
Not awful.
Yep, and best ballpark estimate puts Havensholt at 35 miles away.
Alright, couple hours back.
Mhm.
It's better than not having any help.
Yeah.
Alright, but we're going to keep moving.
Alright, so you guys set out, and you guys are going. What is it? The average rate is with a cart.
Barn owls are so fluffy.
Cart overland at a walk.
Oh, hey, they can get up to 50 miles an hour. Damn.
But he's got to
Might be
climb
tiny.
mountains and stuff.
It's tiny.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's got to get over mountains and
It's
things
just a
like
wee
that.
baby bird.
I actually calculated using its fly 60 speed.
Oh, nice.
I couldn't find
okay.
the fly just table. Cha overland. Okay. Yeah, the cart's gonna go 2 miles an hour, but with all the older folk, it's gonna go. It's gonna take about 35, 40 minutes per hour. So about 10% slower than usual. That. Alright, so you guys, let me retrace your progress.
Like the purity seals on
I know.
her pigtails.
I love the way the pauldrons are shoved into the jacket.
Okay. So you guys set out. And you guys had about, it's now about 8:30. You guys made it about 3 or 4 miles. There really isn't much leeway between the mountains and the area. Maybe like, 1 click, 2 clicks of land and the road. It's hill country, but you are leading a fairly large caravan, and it is slow going. And as you look across the way, across the lake, everybody roll perceptions.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, the Kraken's gonna happen right now.
Kraken. You guys
Wouldn't
aren't
that be
near
great
shore.
if it came up and ate all of them?
It would be faster.
It certainly would. Here, I'm figuring out my perception. It's only a 4.
10. God.
Hey-o!
Wow. Yeah.
Alright, so Leah and Cedric, you can see what looks like a band of people making their last final leg down the glacier and towards the eastern side of Roomstead.
Well, they're coming down.
It appeared like they followed Cedric's plan, but they left right away, as opposed to waiting until like afternoon.
Well,
Well, guys,
Yeah, so you guys making another like mile or so, and you know they've gotten to Roomstead by now. And the room's father is actually going to get up on a cart and stand up as high as he can, looking back at the stead. And he's waiting to see something.
okay.
And
Kaboom!
Oh, wow.
yeah, basically, you hear a loud concussive force, and you see a fireball, massive one, similar to the size that Yama had conjured before, whipping up out of the village at about a 45-degree angle into the air before it
The
dissipates.
fuck? That's my response. The fuck?
yeah. Just gonna go, so what happened there?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Room's father what the hell that was.
He's gonna like kind of smirk and be like, I wasn't sure if they were still active after that many years.
What's that?
The protective runes.
Oh.
You thought it was undefended?
Yeah.
Bruh, you ain't got no walls and you ain't got no weapons.
Ah, not all walls can be seen.
What if they didn't work? You weren't even sure they were going to work.
That's why
we're
here.
leaving. Yeah. Let's go. Keep going.
He's
So-
gonna.
Are we turning around?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna say there's no way that it took out that many of them.
Let's keep going.
And he's gonna say that's why we went. You can overwhelm that with manpower, but it keeps out the wildlife.
I'll kind of do a shit-eating grin, but I'll be like, buys us some time. They might make them think about it.
Yep. First contracted task that this guy did, and he's gonna pat Yama on the shoulder.
Is Yama
What?
conscious yet?
Nope.
No, he's out.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounded like somebody dropped.
Oh, we're here.
No, still here.
I'm here.
No, Moses. No, Kaiser.
Kaiser.
Yep. I'm gonna let the dog back in. I'll be right back.
I'm waiting to get attacked by like something terrible.
Did you lick my forehead, weirdo?
No,
That's what it felt like.
I didn't.
I don't believe you. My forehead's wet.
I kissed your forehead with my lip.
Wet, slobbery
Super
lips.
upset right now because Dan's girlfriend, or no, Dan's fiance went to Iron and Wine, and I can't go to Iron and Wine. I'm sad.
You be sad.
I'm sad.
Staying here too, or just Val?
Just Val.
Okay. Funsies. So are we just assuming we're walking and nothing's happening?
I'm reading something. Hold on.
Okay.
There's actual like chase rules and stuff like that, and I want to make sure I'm not fucking it up big time. Because I want there to be like an actual mechanical process to it, not me just saying, "Oh, they catch you," you know.
But are they chasing us?
Not that you guys know of yet, but
Okay,
they
then.
just hit the village.
Make sure you close the blinds this time. So make sure you close the blinds this time.
Okay.
I'm waiting on them to get back.
Yeah, we're good.
Moses, hurry up!
Oh, yelling. Let's be
We're waiting on you to get back.
looking forward to the next chapter of Hattiful Boyfriend.
Yo.
Yo.
Jake's reading chase rules.
We can only get called up to and die.
Alright, so you guys carry on. You hear another loud explosion. You don't see the fireball. Okay. And you guys do it, and you continue to go another like hour or so, and make it like another like 3/4 of a mile.
God.
Yeah, this is slow. This is agonizingly slow, and
Especially with the pacing we've been keeping like so far this campaign, we've been hoofing it hard.
yeah. But I mean, this is the fastest you can go and not be
Yeah,
like having people drop.
Yeah, not wrecking.
Yeah, you guys
Old
aren't
people.
making con checks, but you guys aren't really making much progress.
Are we adding Kaiser back or?
Her internet's down.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep going for time's sake. Anyway, so you guys are going on. Everybody's pretty miserable. People are bitching. A lot of people like disliked leaving their gold because now they think they've got nothing left.
When I hear people say that, I'm like, well, you can always get off and go get it.
They're just gonna like murmur under their breath something about songbirds and keep going.
What the hell's wrong with all these goddamn people? I said that out loud.
Probably a outsider talking shit.
I mean, their entire town is being like demolished, and they're complaining about not having gold.
Yeah, because they could buy a whole other town.
Their entire town is being demolished right now.
Yeah, and with their gold,
And they're
gonna bubble them
complaining
up.
that they're still alive but don't have money.
Yeah, that's
Be
all.
fucking grateful that you're still fucking alive.
Meh, they're gonna die soon anyway. They're old. Anyway,
Saying
Yeah.
that shit.
So
Grateful bitches.
yeah, but that's just the way they are. That's Roomsteader for you.
Yep.
So you can fucking preach at them, and they'll eventually, like, if you get really vocal with it, they'll start getting vocal with you, and eventually just it's not gonna be
eventually
any
we
good.
won't
Like
need bandits because Leo will be start stabbing them.
yeah,
Hey, it'll make us go a little faster.
Hey,
Just count
guys!
their eyes on the ice.
If you want to be eaten by griffs and wargs, then please keep arguing so I can't hear anything sneaking up on us. Thanks.
I'm gonna flick him in the ear.
Ow, I'm trying to get him to shut up.
All right.
no, you
Moving on.
shut up. All right, so
How many bows do we have amongst us?
Me.
Me.
your guys's and maybe two older looking ones.
Mm.
You don't think they've been like strung up in years?
Can we
Just
work on
fix-
that while we're walking?
You can't fix a bow like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you guys in the back so you can snipe people if they start coming after us.
Are we in the back? We have the best
That's
perception.
perception.
Oh, never mind. You'll stay in the front then. Fine. Whenever they start coming up and we have nothing to snipe them with, it's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, but the longbows have
Jethro
a
and
really like
Cedric.
long range, so if somebody starts coming up, we can just turn around and shoot them.
All
Jethro
right.
and Cedric.
Mm-hmm.
Perception.
Sounds good.
I think Cedric's was a +4.
It was. My perception's not good enough.
Yeah, you guys don't really see anything.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys push on for another 2 hours or so.
This is where the bad rolls start.
You guys make it another 2 miles. And
How good is your perception, Moses?
+6.
I'm gonna move to the back.
Oh wait, you're doing what I tell you?
Yes.
That'll work.
Who's gonna come up front with me?
I'll switch. Or Cedric will switch.
All right.
Alright, go. You on?
Alright, so we're gonna keep going.
Whew.
We'll go another hour. Oops. Put that there.
That's for whenever you want me to roll perception again.
Who said I wanted you to roll perception?
You're gonna
Ah.
say it again eventually,
Well,
but I can
yeah,
roll a second time if
because
you
I
want
really
me
don't
to.
have a boring campaign. Yes. You guys make it there. It's been a decently sufficient amount of hours that you would believe Haven told to get your message, if they got your message.
Has Cedric felt a disturbance in the force yet about, like, something close to them, just like the lifeline being severed? That's the key. Has Cedric felt a disturbance in the force?
Oh,
Alright,
wow,
moving on.
Cedric got to do with it.
Because Owl. Owl
Uh,
dies. You'd feel it, right?
He hasn't felt anything like that yet.
Okay. It's cool.
Alright. So, whoever's in back, make another perception.
That'd be me and Leah now. Oh wow, another 12. Awesome. I think Leah's got a 14 if that's the one you want to roll.
Unless you want me to roll again.
I'd prefer it. It's
Huh?
probably roll better anyway.
If I don't, I get to keep the 14.
Alright, Miss Converse. You, in the distance, looking back every now and then, keeping a very, very, very keen eye on everything. You can see smoke rising from Roomstead. Lots of it. It's clear that the whole town's on fire. You don't really get glimpses of it anymore because you're getting around the a range. But you see black figures across the horizon mounting the hilltops and disappearing back into the valleys.
Like, in pursuit?
Yeah, that's pretty much the only people you'd think are out there.
Okay, cool.
Very logical conclusion, and that's what you see.
That doesn't really make any sense. Why would they bother coming after us if all the gold and stuff is back at the town?
Because we're the only witnesses.
Doesn't make what?
We're witnesses. If we
If
die, no
they
one knows it's
killed
bandits.
all of you, it would be about 2 weeks before somebody realized that Rimstead isn't showing up to market day.
Oh, okay. By that time, I would have just left the valley.
Yeah.
They could just keep hitting steads, and as long as you don't leave survivors, no one will know. They have like a cavalcade of happiness.
Well, where are they gonna spend all the gold if they don't leave the valley?
Doesn't matter. I don't know. Just
You think they're going after gold. That's the flaw in the logic.
Oh, okay. Excuse me for thinking bandits still like bandits.
Well, Kaiser didn't really get to see it or anything, but they didn't really have a ton of material wealth. They were a bunch of outlaws looking to survive. So, gold only goes so far when you're reduced to pretty much a survival basis.
Jethro don't follow the lawlessness of outlaws. I do not understand the way they think, therefore I do not try to. I know they
Also-
must be exterminated.
Also, their leader was a fucking skinwalker, and
Yeah.
nobody knows the motives of a skinwalker.
That was pretty weird.
Other than to be a douche.
But
Being
anyway,
a douche is pretty close.
How close are they?
4 miles out.
Ron!
And you know if they've gotten to here from Roomstead, they're moving.
Wait, to here. For where is here?
Oops, excuse me. You guys see them right to where I'm pointing.
I don't see you pointing anywhere.
yeah, neither do I.
Wrong level. There we go. They're about right here.
And where are we?
We're at the
And
furthest tick mark.
Yeah, you guys are
Okay.
up here. So you guys look back 4 miles, you see them back there.
Okay.
You know if they made it in 6 miles in the time that you guys have made it. Well, they fucking made it all the way around the ice up through the stead, and made it 6 miles in the time you guys made
Can
it.
I
10
see
miles.
about how many they are for numbers? After
No,
the two
because
explosions?
it's a scattered grouping that like you see like 3 or 4 kind of come up over a hill and go back into the thing, and then you see 2 or 3 more come up over another hill and go back into the valley, and you just kind of see as a group them kind of milling over, but you don't see like it's not like a horde, but even 40 strong you wouldn't really be able to.
Yeah, and they're not
fully
running in any
identify.
kind of formation. They're just kind of coming at us as they come.
No, I'm just trying to see if we can get a count of how many they lost already.
You would estimate it to not be 40, but you can't really get a good number.
Okay.
I'm going to assume they have everybody until all of them are dead.
Good assumption.
All right, but a quick number crunch does show that you guys are outpaced by a factor of about a quarter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, Jethro will start.
Over the next 4 hours, they will catch you.
Yeah. Jethro's going to start looking for mildly defensible positions.
You guys are actually at
I'm
the
not-
thinnest point of the pass right now. Right here, the whole pass itself is a hilly Piedmont that slopes to the river itself. That's maybe about 400 or 500 yards wide before it slopes up into this steep, craggy rock like mountain area that nobody can really traverse with any speed. But you guys are all in like hill country with a large prominent mountain right behind you on one side and the river on the other.
Has the river picked up in current?
No. By its nature, it's actually a fairly calm, shallow river.
I have
So it's not like we could just put the wagons together and make a barricade and survive the assault.
No. I've got caltrops and bear traps. You can start trying to harry them a little bit, but let's keep moving. What do you think? Keep moving?
Yeah,
Yeah.
scatter those behind us.
Yeah, I'll scatter behind them. Can I make a survival roll, see if I can hide them well enough?
Yeah, sure.
Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put
Can
them
I
around.
roll can I roll and help?
Sure. Although I'll give his roll a bonus based on what you rolled, not like redo his roll, because that's what
Right.
assist other does.
That's fine.
I didn't really do anything anyway.
You get a +1 bonus.
All right, I'll just kind of a cursory. I don't expect to get that many of them, but not maybe slow 1 or 2 down.
Do you use all of them or none of, like half of them or what?
I'm not gonna all throw them at once because they'll go around it. So I'll use like a good third of it,
Okay.
and then whenever you hit another mile or so, I'll do the same.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
I don't have any traps to lay. Unless we can set the valley on fire behind.
I
Way
don't
too
have
damp.
the oil.
There's snow on the ground in still some places.
Oh well.
Oh,
Let's keep
weather.
moving. Oh, weather. Yeah.
Wait,
5. They still got that strong wind whipping down the valley in this direction.
Good. It'll make them
It's
move
still
faster.
freezing. And yeah,
wait. So
there's
that mountain to the west of us, is it
Southwest,
covered
yeah.
in snow?
Yep.
Enough snow to make an avalanche?
up at the very top, maybe.
How tall is the
That's
mountain?
that's like 5,000 feet above you.
Oh. I don't have a gun.
The best we can do is just keep going.
Okay, let's keep going.
All right. So you scatter the caltrops, and you guys wanted to wait. You wanted to make it another mile. You said.
Yeah, every mile or so, I'm gonna try to caltrop it.
Okay. So go ahead and make your other rolls for your other caltrops.
26 and 10. So 26 would be mile 2, and 10 would be mile 3.
Alright, so in that time, the bandits have gone 4 miles to your 3 miles and gained a mile on you.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So they should be about 3 miles behind you, yeah.
We'll keep
Okay.
on trying to truck on. And I'm assuming they can see us if we can see them, so there's no point in trying to lay false trails. Is that a correct assumption?
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump on the back of a wagon and pull out my spyglass and see what I can see.
Okay. So you see them 3 miles out. You still can't see like perfectly. They're still moving in a scattered group at various levels of elevation. So you can't necessarily see. Kaiser, are you there? No, she's not.
See what happens.
Sarah! Probably sleep too.
No.
Why is everybody asleep?
Her thing's still
Because
connecting.
it's 11:30. And people have been at work all day.
I feel like you're trying to start something.
No, I'm just asking when people are tired. Just telling me why.
I'm too excited.
And I have to be to work again in the morning.
All right.
So we need to hurry this up.
Well, I mean, we're doing what we're doing. Can't really rush anything
Why not?
because that sullies the experience. I mean, if you gotta stop, we can stop.
No, I can make it till at least midnight, but then I've got to go to bed.
Alright. So, Jethro, you see the group moving closer. Definitely decreased numbers for sure, but they're still gaining and still making pretty strong headway.
Yeah.
They're closer now than they were last time, for sure.
They haven't hit my traps yet, though.
No, they've passed them.
Oh, all of them?
Did anybody get trapped? Is that what you're saying? Decreased numbers?
I'm thinking it's because of giant fireball.
If you
Well, I didn't know that, but
if initial estimate was 40, you certainly believe it's not 40, but it's not. It's still a very formidable amount of force.
I'm assuming high 20s, low 30s. All right, let's go.
All right. So you guys carry on, my wayward son.
I'm gonna pull Whiston aside, and I say, depending on how bad, I'm gonna try to do this quietly, but I'll say, Whiston, this may go south, depending on the situation. Your priority, now look him square in the eye, your priority is Yama. You've got to get him back to Havens.
Yeah. All right.
I'll just be like, even if we all die here, him dying is a slow death for the entire valley.
All right.
He's too strong. He's too powerful of a tool. But your goal,
I-
like if shit goes south,
I get it,
Yama.
Jethro. I get it.
I'm just kind of, he'll take a deep breath and be like, okay. And then he'll let everything keep jogging on.
Alright, so you guys hit another 2 miles, and you notice the bandits are now 2 miles behind you. Doing anything fun, different?
Is there any way we can cut corners a little bit?
Up to you. What do you want to do?
Try to cut across like right here.
Try and save some time?
Yeah. But knowing the bandits are on foot, they'll just do the same damn thing, won't they?
They will cover overland much faster than you will.
Right.
Especially since you've got livestock, wagons. It's all hill country.
But they're going to cut across anyway. Head us off at the pass.
Perhaps. There's there's a forest right there.
Yeah, we're
But
going to
they're
go
familiar
around.
with that forest too, so
Yeah, we're going to have to follow the road. There's nothing else. Like we get bogged out and get taken out in their home turf if we go through the forest. You're right. All right, let's I'm a post archers in the back.
Okay.
I'll post
So
archers
Kaya's in
and
the back. All right.
I'm already here.
Also the two piddly ass archers and Moses. I'll run up front with Cedric.
Okay.
Sword at the ready.
At the ready.
At the ready.
All right. So you guys make it up to right here.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got the left turn to start heading back towards
Right. Haven's ult.
Haven's Ult.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys know up in the distance there's the bridge that yada 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 leads up to wherever it is.
Right.
And the bandits have now closed to a distance of about 1 mile behind you.
Yep.
What are we doing?
Shoot, how many is 1 mile?
1 mile.
How
I mean,
far on the
obviously,
map?
but like,
About right here.
Are they trickling? Are they all together?
am I in
Are they-
range to start shooting at them?
No.
Okay, that was my question.
Are they trickling in, or are they all coming at once?
Seems to be a fairly coherent mob.
Okay, cool. We're gonna make the turn. We're gonna have to keep going. We'll put guys on the left. No, we're probably gonna get hit from the back and the left.
Yeah, they know they're chasing people much slower than them, so they're not really trying to tire themselves out.
I'm gonna look at Jethro and Katya and say,
You're gonna look
You
at
are
Jethro.
not Jethro. I'm gonna look at Whiston and Katya and say, Yama, go.
Winston's
He's
gonna
talking to
like,
you.
yeah, Winston's just gonna frown and like grimace, and then like take off. And how long does Cedric's steed thing last for?
Yes, that'll work. Cedric and Moses would work great because of the steed.
It lasts for 1 hour per level, so it lasts for 3.
And how fast can a horse travel?
Overland?
Yeah.
A pony travels 4 miles an hour.
Pawn.
It's not
So-
bad.
How far will that be?
4 miles an hour?
Uh,
Right here.
Take him.
it just says 0 miles.
Yeah, but he's pointing out where it is.
Oh,
It'll-
hold on. Let me. If you guys are on the page, I just got to reset the grid.
Yeah.
And then disable it again, and it'll do it right. There you go.
Oh,
It
it's
should-
working.
Yeah. It was working for me because I did it when I was on it, but I didn't realize that it didn't do it
Yeah.
when you guys were on it.
We're about 22 miles away. It'll get you a lot better progress than we're currently making, but you got to get Yama back.
Can you double time a summoned horse?
Yeah, you can always